Potent pondering, yo, what's good with y'all? Y'all already know it's day 2. Well, it's day 3. So Cardi B trial. Cardi is set to take the stage, take the stand again, because yesterday she was up there and they didn't finish her testimony. So Cardi B will be back on the stage. I hope y'all all doing well. I'm just over here just packing. I need to do some I need to go to the laundromat too. Like my sinuses is really like, ugh. But listen, come in, thumbs up the video. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel. I did plug up my microphone today, so we just waiting for her to take the stand. You know what I mean? Once she take the stand, then everything will be good. So let me just jump around and see if there's anybody else with any other angles. Let me look at long crime. See what's going on over here. I hope y'all all doing well. It's 11:44. Wait, am I on the right? Hold on, let me go to my history because some channels they be set up. Court TV. What else? Court TV. Long crime trials. Let's click on long crime trials. Oh, this is kind of good. I need to go back to give me some more of these plums. Let me see. Let me click on live and see what's popping over there. See if there's anything. Oh, they ain't even started yet. Okay, cool. So we on the right channel. I guess there's people over here on these people over here are just giving us a glimpse to the ceiling. You know what I'm saying? So what's up, Aquarius? Aquarius, when is your birthday? Because I want to know, are you a January Aquarius? Are you a February Aquarius? I want to know what y'all felt about Cardi B's testimony yesterday. It's interesting, like I will say, right? Because I am a subscriber first before content creator, and I do like to support different people's channels. So when I fall back and I'm in subscriber mode, it's interesting just to see how different people like their feelings and their sentiments towards Cardi B. Like, I just want to say this too, like you can't expect everybody is not going to feel the same way about her, like as we might understand on a level where as many hateful things that she may have said and said against like black women or whatever. You can't expect everyone, because it's like she got some cheerleaders out there. This one girl, I was watching her and somebody chat yesterday, I think it was Neek at Night Chat, it was one of her subbies, and she was just like all in for Cardi, like everything like this. And let me tell you something. When you in a chat somewhere, some of y'all love to argue. I don't like arguing with people, because when I'm stating my opinion and you have an opinion about my opinion, that's moot. Like your opinion about my opinion is just is I don't really care about it. So when I see you, exercise your right of blocking a person in the person's chat, because it's like, come on. Right. But this girl, she just kept arguing with people, like getting mad because people didn't believe Cardi or they weren't in support of her. So she was like a huge cheerleader. January 27th. Cool. Yeah, she was a huge cheerleader of Cardi. And I was just like, damn, but everybody, either they don't care. A lot of people is just they're not really woke. They only see what they see on Instagram, and they might see something and click on YouTube and see it's a trial, and they might not know all of the moving parts of, her personality. But I definitely think, this is my opinion as it pertains to Cardi B when it as it plays into this whole case, right? I do think that she's guilty. I do think that the story may be stretched just a little bit, but I ain't mad at it from the plaintiff. I'm not mad at it because Cardi has got away with doing stuff to people, and if you think about it, the way that this woman is describing Cardi's behavior, I like her whole testimony was phony. And even in their testimonials, they mad phony, yo. Even her testimony was just phony. You know, she was cursing that girl out, saying all types. Ah, that's why I'm gonna get you fired. Ah, come on, you ain't say all of that. She's a nasty human being. But I do think Imani is stretching it just a little bit, but I ain't mad at her. You know, I was on Nick at Night channel yesterday and I didn't realize that she didn't go to that plastic surgeon until 2023. But maybe she didn't go because she didn't have the money. I mean, this is a broke person, as she would like to say, laughing at her being a security guard. Maybe she didn't have the money. Um, also they tried to bring that girl in. What was her name? Something Malcolm. That and they said that she called in and spoke to her. Let me tell you something. If the Diddy trial, and even before the Diddy trial, money talks and bullshit walks. All right. If you don't think that Cardi B is not going to use her money to get somebody on her side and be like, listen, can you do this? Corroborate the story. And, I'm going to say that she called you. And it's like, where's the proof? Do they have proof that she called in? Where's the phone call at? Like, you know what I'm saying? Is there any type of connection between her phone line and that business or wherever she called to ask that girl? I think her name was something Malcolm, if she would, hold her down. And she was like, you got to be kidding me. That just sounds so fake. So the judge was supposed to think about that overnight and I guess early morning, thinking about whether or not, because weren't they trying to get her to testify or something like that? But I definitely think Cardi B did something. I definitely think that she did it. She's a nasty human being. I know a lot of her fans come to my page and they'd be like, oh, why are you covering her? Because, like, let me tell you something, right? On YouTube, you do what works for you, right? Unfortunately, and I'm telling you, unfortunately, it's not unfortunate because I like to talk about, like, I love female rap. I love to talk about stuff like that, right? But this is just where I ended up at. Now, if I had to be completely transparent with you, I wish that I could talk about some other shit and just, whatever, like, and I can do that. But this is just unfortunately what I built up. So it's like, you can't be mad at me. Listen, let me tell you something. You be concerned about the small views that I get. You should be worried if I was being more salacious and saying craziness and really going in. You just don't like that I don't like Cardi. And I'm letting you know this right now. I don't have to like her. I don't. I don't. You can't make me. You can't force me. You can't do that. But I do have a right to do commentary on anything that I want to talk about. And let me tell you something. I don't hate Cardi B. My disdain for her is more so just the fact that her over arrogance and cockiness, and she doesn't have any talent outside of the stripper pole. No, she doesn't. She's not talented to me. There's so many other deserving people that deserve to be in the spot. All of these court cases, let me tell you something. Let me just be frank. They say a lot about Nicki Minaj. They call her bitches and they say that she's this and that. Has she ever been in court for assaulting a fan? The mother, the grandmother, all of them is up there saying that how Imani is a huge fan of Cardi B and how this, was devastating. And I'm sure that they were trying to sell the story too to make it seem like she was, because listen, that's a payday for them too. Listen, Imani get money, but listen, I feel like her story could have a couple holes in it, but we'll see what happens. So Miss Bodak Yellow is supposed to take the stage. She is a colorist, yeah. And remember when she was in Miami and she did that thing where she took the stage and she was just like, let some of the black girls in. She did that. It's like so calculated. I don't think she realized for her to be in her 30s, like you move, like for her to be in her 30s, me being in my 40s, like I always tell people, I'm the youngest of four boys of my mom, right? I watch everything. If you the youngest and you don't watch everything, you're stupid. I'm sorry. I don't want to disrespect you, but how could you see everybody else, their wrongs, their rights, whatever? You're supposed to learn from that. I'm one of those people who read the room for real. Read the room. See what didn't work for them so you don't do it. You know what I'm saying? And I could tell when somebody is lying. I know when she lying. Just like, let me tell you something, right? When you from the hood too, like you kind of could tell, like, you could just tell when a person is just not being truthful about something. Who putting the paper over their face? Oh, that's not Cardi because she don't got fingernails on. But she did the same thing to Imani that she did to Ra Ali. She was like, you could tell that I did it because she was like, you feel better about yourself. It's like they always try to say these confirmations within a lie. Like you knew that I did it because she even said, you feel better about yourself. And she did the same thing to Imani. Like, you know what I'm saying? She did the same thing. This is a huge waste of time. People want to say Nicki is so bad, but has she ever been in court for assaulting or talking crazy to a person? Even that whole thing when we even knew that she was joking the other day, when Cardi was saying that somebody was big or she called her fans fat. It's like, why didn't you have the filter within you to not even know not to say that? It's like she's slow. She just say whatever comes to her mind, but can't write a rhyme. And I don't care what you say until we stop seeing Partisan Fontaine, aka Jordan Thorpe, because they changed his name so he wouldn't be identifiable in the damn credits. Until we stop seeing his name, but you know she comfortable with him. She comfortable whatever payment the either he's getting payment or the lack thereof. She's comfortable with him. She don't want that. Why these female rappers don't? Why these female rappers who got ghostwriters? Why they don't hire women? Wouldn't that be more hip hop? Why she don't get like a Remy Ma or somebody like? Why they don't get people like that to do ghostwriting? But they want the black man's perspective. Ain't that funny? That is so crazy to me. I think she feel like she's gonna get away with it, and she's likable, so shit. Yeah, and the way that she was carrying on the damn stand, it was just like laughing. Like to be honest with you, I think a lot of people, and not to disrespect anyone, but I think that Cardi's fans are just like her. They're a lot of them are slow. They think that shit is cute. To me, so people were saying yesterday they thought that she was high. I don't think that she was high. I think she's just slow. She's just one of those people that designer and all of that, and the filtered pictures make her look really good in certain lights. And then when you have to really get, when you really get the being in front of you and they start talking, you start to see, like, you never listen. I'm one of those people. I examine shit on a different level. Like I remember when I used to go to school, I had this friend, and it's all good because I never had cable. Like I didn't have cable a lot of times growing up. You know, we have it, we didn't have it. You know, my mom, she was juggling the whole household. But it's like you ever ask a person a question, like say you ask me a question about something and I'm able to go into depth about it, depth and really give you details. I would ask a person about something like, oh, did you see XYZ last night? And they'd be like, yeah. But you could tell that they was lying because they didn't give any details. Like Cardi, when she starts speaking, it's like she's not, it's just like, why you act dumb like duh dumb, say you act dumb like duh dumb. That's what I get from her. And it's like, you've made too much money and talk about how you could make all these bags on, doing these TikTok promos and all of that. It's like, invest in yourself. Invest in yourself so that you could be, more well-read and just a better overall better artist if that's what you're trying to be. But the thing is, you're trying to force yourself into someone else's realm, you know? You're trying to be something that you really not. So Cardi B loves to attack black women, and if she gets off, she will keep doing it. We in the hip hop community can stop buying and streaming her music, but they won't. They won't. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that. Even the people who's online, and I've said it in multiple videos, and now it's to the point where everybody is starting to say it now. Like Cardi B doesn't like black women. She been not doing that, right? Somebody sent me. I'm gonna be honest with you. Somebody sent me. Shout out to Pam. She sent me a video the other day where somebody had put my video in it. I didn't even click to look at the video. I'm over it. Let me tell you something. I think that's the reason why I keep it moving, because people want to keep you in the same place as a content creator. Even if you're thinking about it, let me just tell you this: when you create a video, you move on from there. Like, no, I'm not going back. I'm not looking at it. None of that. If somebody's doing commentary on me, I don't listen to it. It's like, that's how you get off kilter. You got to stay laser focused. You can't be focused when you're focusing on other stuff. It's like, yeah, that's cute. I appreciate you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You got to be focused. And plus, it's like I'm moving. It's like a lot of different things that's going on right now. So I can't be diverted everywhere. So I appreciate people finally noticing, but I'm not really impressed by it, to be honest with you. Because like I've been saying that she don't. Come on, that whole shit when she was in Miami talking about let some of the black girls in. If you was really for them, you wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't have to do that. Everything they love to say Nikki is what she is. Yeah, let me tell you something. When I always say with Nikki, she might be a bitch when it comes to her business. Like, and as we realize how these devils are behind the scenes, when you got the personalities and the characteristics of the Diddies, like just imagine them at large in the music industry. I understand why she's a bitch. I understand why she got to navigate that way. Let me tell you something though, right? And people didn't catch on when I said this years ago. I don't care how Nikki treats people on a business level. Yes, you should be a nice, kind person. I care about how she treat her fans, because I know that this music industry ain't no hoe. I know it's not, but I also hold Nikki accountable too when I start to be like, she could have did this better, or yeah, you have fault in this too. I'm not just a kiss ass fan. And some people, they get turned off by it. There's so many people who just be dick riding and trying to get my attention on Twitter too, and just like, oh my God. Like, let me tell you something. People be like, You commented under somebody else's post, but we can't comment on yours. Yeah, you can't comment under my tweets if I don't follow you. I don't care about your opinion. Quote tweet it like everybody else. You can comment, quote tweet it. No, you don't have the privilege. Listen, if somebody was pussy, they wouldn't even have any type of opinion at all, because you could still quote tweet it and I could still ignore you. You could comment and I could still ignore you. But I only want people commenting on my stuff if I follow you. That's it. That's it. I control it. You got to be able to control. That's the problem. This ain't no free for all. I'm not one of them content creators. Ain't no free for all. No, no. So listen. And that's Aquarius shit. Tapping into 15-minute lunch break. What's up, Buki Love? It just can't be. Wait, you said it just can't be me, but that chick looks wicked. I never forget how she did that beautiful black woman on Love and Hip Hop. Yeah, she attacked her, but I believe that she felt the energy within that girl, that she knew that she could do that. She could, like, let me tell you something. When you from the streets, or you got that ghetto ratchetness in you, you could look to see a clean, good girl, or somebody who's not going to have that type of animosity. I remember even when Remy Ma first got on Love and Hip Hop, she said everybody was keeping her away from Cardi B, and she was just like, look, it was almost like she was like, she didn't know who was going to be a problem or what, but she was like, they was keeping her away from. She was like, as long as nobody play with me like that and do XYZ, yeah. But they connected in the hate of Nicki, so you know how that goes. You know how that be. So now people just want to be able to comment and argue. Like I said, what I said, they can't take that. No, I just don't. If I don't follow you, I don't really care. Like, to be honest, and you want to be honest, I think a lot of people don't tweet on Twitter. They don't tweet on X because they're so concerned about what somebody else is going to say. Now, listen, unless you got some shady charges against you, let me tell you something. You see how I be popping my shit in my videos and stuff. If I had a shady past or anything, you dig into anything to me, you'll be like, damn, you got like $50,000 of student loans. Yep. You ain't gonna find no dirt. You ain't gonna find no crimes. You ain't gonna find none of that. So they love to expose people like that. You can't do that to me. You can't. I pop my shit. When I say what I say, I say what I say, and I mean what I say, and I'm not scared or anything like that. But a lot of people can't do that. But even if you do, like, you got to be able to say what you say and move on from there. Like, people want to get you caught up. When you get caught up, that's when you're unable to create and you're unable to move forward. It's about moving forward. Thank you, The Truth. I don't see it for Cardi at all. She needs to finally be held accountable. I'm glad some people are finally waking up. It's about damn time. Thank you. I appreciate your $5 super chat. Thank you. Becoming someone's associate based off of malice upon another is so dusty. Yeah, and then she constantly want to talk about ops linking up. People love to project. LaRon, I've only commented a few times, but I've only commented a few times. I always felt the same as you about Cardi. I just don't think she belonged to hip hop, and I've always hated how she's been compared to the queen. Yeah, imagine that with absolutely no talent. Imagine that, like, yo, I was listening to her Zane Lowe, and this is why, like, I was understanding, and I'm gonna say, let's see what's going on. I'm gonna just say this too. When Nicki was going around and she was speaking to Zane Lowe, and certain hip hop people was getting mad, and they was like, why is she talking to them? We want her to come on the platforms that matter. Yeah, I do understand that, because different platforms give a different type of energy, from a Funk Flex to, even Ebro is fake. They fake. Listen. So, but Zane Lowe, he's white. You're not a part of this culture. And Zane Lowe was like leading her in the conversation. He was like, oh, you were home. Would you have writer's block? And then she started saying it in the conversation that she has a writer's block. Mama, how you about that drama? You got a ghostwriter. How do you ever have writer's block? It's just like, you need to have a mind of your own. And I really feel like when Cardi got in hip hop, when she got here and she started to see her success, even though it was manufactured and it was pushed and, promoted. Let me ask you this. Do you think if the old Atlantic was still set up there, do you think Cardi's results would be different now? But also, things have changed. I mean, with streaming and people not wanting to be exposed for false streams and losing streams, you see how that happened to Megan Thee Stallion. They ain't just happened to Doechii and them. It happened to a few people.
We're just meeting and conferring about witnesses, the special verdict form, and the jury instructions. And did the court want us to continue doing that now, or during the break at 11?
Yeah, probably during the break.
Thank you.
Yesterday I wrote that Dr. Fiki could testify. I want to rule on the Malcolm issue. I don't think that there's any evidence of intentionally hiding this witness. I think both parties wanted to identify this witness. I think both parties made attempts to investigate and to identify this witness. At the final status conference, the receptionist was identified as a witness. We had discussions about attempting to identify her. She subsequently was identified, so I don't think that there's unfair surprise. I don't find any evidence of bad faith in terms of the discovery process, and so I'm going to allow her to testify.
Thank you, Your Honor. Anything about that, Your Honor?
What's that?
May I have one-
Mine is up to date. It's not delayed.
Yesterday, you suggested that, I believe the purpose of saying it is to have fairness to my side, is you would allow me to depose her. If I wish to depose her, would you allow that?
I think if she can be deposed over, say, the lunch break, because I think you're going to call her today.
Plaintiff's counsel left a message yesterday that apparently it sounds like he's going to run out of witnesses this morning.
Okay.
We intend to call her this morning. She is unavailable in the afternoon. She has a child that she has to take care of. The child is at the preschool at the moment, and so that's her only window.
May I respond?
Go ahead.
It's not that I'm going to be running out of witnesses. I wanted to learn what is going to happen with the hearing today about these witnesses, and there was no ruling about my witnesses. There's still 3 more to go. So I did leave a message for Mr. Peterson that my intention was to have Cardi B testify today, possibly put on the plaintiff, recall her as to some of the facts that are discussed with Cardi B, and then have the defendants put on their witnesses in the afternoon, and I would then, if it drags on, bring more witnesses next week.
Your Honor, if I may. First of all, I would object to him recalling in his own case in chief a witness.
Yeah, I hear it. Let me know if y'all can hear it.
And there was cross. But second, the idea, what he's referring to in this phone message last night, was that Your Honor said that you would be willing to allow parties to take witnesses out of order, which I understood to mean that if there was a defendant witness, I could put them on during the plaintiff's case in chief. What he's proposing is that
Let me know if y'all can hear it too.
witnesses and wants
Okay,
me to
cool.
take my case before he rests, and I would object to that.
Your Honor, it's not that I'm saying that I'm running out of witnesses. What I'm saying is the court has advised us that we can call witnesses out of order. Because it's a holiday weekend, these witnesses have other plans, the same way that his witness is unavailable in the afternoon. Dr. Azizulahi, Ms. Parson.
Thank you, Lativia. I appreciate
they have
you.
their own obligations,
Thank you so much.
They're not available to testify today, but they would be available next week, on Tuesday, right after Labor.
Generally speaking, I'm okay with having witnesses being called out of order, but I think, was Amanda Kelly when was Amanda Kelly identified?
She was 100% identified. She would be testifying as to Dr. Scher that he has died in 2021. If there could be an agreement between counsel and the court, that the court would make an instruction that it is a fact that Dr. Scher has died in 2021, that the parties have stipulated to that, I don't need to call her.
Okay.
That's all I want her for.
There was, I don't know.
You can look online. There's a death certificate.
I don't know. My understanding and my recollection is the plaintiff testified he died, so I don't know why we need a receptionist to come in and testify that he died.
Because there's not something concrete that establishes that fact. Amanda Kelly also is a
Can we
witness.
just say it's not in dispute?
Why not stipulate?
I don't have any evidence that he's in Jamaica living a high life. I mean,
Well-
if that resolves the issue, that's fine. We're not going to put on evidence that he's alive and in hiding or something.
I will say this, Amanda Kelly also witnessed, when the witness came into their office, she saw the scar, she'd be testifying about things like that they had a medical file for her. There's a lot more involved that really Amanda Kelly would be beneficial for. So it's up to them. If they want to take that chance and have all that come out, that's what's coming. I'm willing to let that go and keep it simple because the court wants this to go fast. All I want is a
I want you
stipulation.
to go efficiently.
Correct, yes, Your Honor. All I'm asking for is a simple request that
I'm
Dr.
turning it
Scher
up.
has died. Whether she saw him, didn't see him, that's coming through the plaintiff. But he's dead. He is dead.
Well, what proof? I mean, once you show defense counsel whatever proof you've got that he's dead, and then maybe he can stipulate to it.
Yeah, but he's adding more to it. He's saying that she.
There is more. If Amanda
Wait,
Kelly
that's not interrupted or address it. I'm sorry. All right.
He's adding a lot more that was never disclosed before. When he added Amanda, whatever her name is, in July, he said receptionist to Dr. Scher. That was it. Now he's saying that she's going to testify that she didn't see a scar on it. They have no medical records.
respond?
He's not done yet.
That there are no. They produce no medical records by Dr. Scher. So, I mean, this is a complete end around discovery. They never identified her in discovery. And if he's asking me to stipulate that he's dead, but adding all this baggage to it. If there's
Put Cardi ass on the stand.
If there's going to be all that baggage,
The hell she at?
then the deposition should be of this way.
But I think he's saying he won't call her if you stipulate the doctor's dead.
The hell is Bell Police?
Well, let me tell you, Your Honor, let me tell the court respectfully what Amanda Kelly knows. Amanda Kelly was the office manager and a nurse, she's a licensed nurse, who saw the patient together with Dr. Scher. It would have been great if Dr. Scher was alive, he could testify, produce his medical file. We're prejudiced because he's dead. Plaintiff treated with that doctor. That doctor's name, address, everything was disclosed in discovery. It wasn't hidden. They had it. So Amanda Kelly is going to testify that, one, this was our patient in 2018. We had a medical file. Unfortunately, Dr. Scher died in 2021. I have no access to it. I did examine the patient with Dr. Scher. I saw she had a scar. It looked to be within a few months of that date. If they want all that to come in, that's really helpful to me. But it's not that important that I'm willing, as a gesture of good faith, to let it go as long as they stipulate that Dr. Scher is in fact dead as of 2021. So that the jury understands that there's possibly no way that I could bring in Dr. Scher to speak about what he knows.
If counsel is saying that he's not going to call this witness, if we agree or stipulate that it is undisputed, then we don't dispute
Right.
that the doctor died. That's fine.
Okay.
I just don't want all the extra back.
No extra back.
Okay,
But
done.
how would we let the jury
I'll
know?
tell the jury.
When?
I can do it during jury. I can do it during instructions. I can do it now.
Get that water.
That Amanda Kelly was a witness to that fact?
I'm not going to say anything about that.
All right, fine. Okay,
Get that water.
And I would prefer the word disputed rather than stipulated, just because we don't know.
And what's the doctor's first name?
John Scher, MD, and he was plaintiff's plastic surgeon, the first one
Okay.
in 2018.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
And then what about these other folks?
The issue with recalling the plaintiff again?
No, but who's Parsi?
Parsi is the receptionist, Dr. Azizulai. Dr. Azizulai has an office there, several floors down, but he happened to be in that vicinity and learned of the disturbance and came upstairs with Parsi. And Amanda Kelly we've already discussed, and Mike Schoaf was just another patient in the building.
And to what extent, if any, is there testimony cumulative? Did they all see the same thing?
It's the same like their Dr. Finke and their witness Malcolm. Then I would argue that that's cumulative, and what they show in B1.
I'm just asking you, are they did they see different things?
I don't know what they saw. I never deposed them. They never deposed them. It's the
We
same
never-
like their
never
two.
did all of them.
It is exactly the same like their two witnesses. They have a doctor and a receptionist, and I have a doctor and a receptionist.
Well,
So if the court is going to limit me, I would ask that they limit them to one witness.
No,
On each.
I'm not saying I'm limiting anything. I just don't want the same two people to
Well,
come in.
making
and
it
talk
ready,
and
like-
testify.
What if they did
Yeah.
see the same thing? Why can't they say that?
Because it's cumulative.
But they're two separate witnesses that see the same thing.
And what benefit is there to it?
Because when more people testify to the same thing, it makes it more true.
Okay.
Your Honor, we don't even
I mean,
know.
that's what.
He can't even
She's
tell you.
shaking, like, stop.
Because he's telling you he doesn't know what they're going to say.
I know what they're going to say in general. They're going to say that the incident occurred the way that plaintiff says it occurred.
But they weren't there
They came upstairs
during the incident.
at some point. The same way their doctor showed up. These
All
people.
right.
I think it's an insufficient offer of proof. And
What?
Here's what I'm willing to do. I
Your
will.
Honor,
Sorry,
can you
one at
please-
a time.
can you please admonish counsel not to interrupt me?
I would ask the same.
Yeah, I don't think he has been. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Counsel says we didn't take their depositions. They weren't identified until the end of July, or referenced it until the end of July. So we had no choice, a chance to take the depositions.
All right. If you want to propose, if you want them to testify and even offer proof, then you be specific as to what they saw and when they saw it.
I have no problem. I will contact them again. I cannot produce them today, but I will take that up the time that I need to.
Are we otherwise ready to proceed?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Is there jury?
Yeah.
Ms. Almanzar, you want to take a stand?
So listen, I guess Cardi's about to take the stand. Damn, it's about to thunder. What happened? Hold on a second. I'm trying to take this screen. It says she looked guilty. Hey, Roger. Hold on. I'm trying to get this screen pulled. But yeah, we'll see what's going to happen today, you know. And they said that she looks like Nikki. I ain't never heard that. I know she'd be trying to emulate, but I ain't never. She tried to act so involved when the other lawyer was talking. And she was like, "What?" She trying to make it seem like she's so in tune. But when they asked you to read the documents yesterday, she couldn't even read the documents. It's like, damn. You could tell she never would when they used to ask her to read in class.
We're still on the record in the Ellis matter. Counsel and the parties are present, as are the members of our jury and alternate. We have Ms. Almanzar is still on the stand. Ma'am, you're reminded you're still under oath.
That ass on the stand.
And we are going to resume with direct exam under Evidence Code 776.
That ass on the stand.
Proceed, counsel. And just one note to everyone in the gallery, if you don't have a media badge, it's been approved by the sheriff.
That ass on the
please do
stand.
not use any, cell phones, tablets, computers.
That ass on the stand. You look like why you act dumb like dirt, dumb. Say you act dumb like dirt, dumb. You look sedated.
Cardi B.
So simple.
So when we were discussing yesterday at the end, we were talking about the issue where you testified that Miss Ellis was recording you with her cell phone. You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know what type of cell phone she was using at the time?
I'm not quite sure. I just remember it was clear.
What color was the cell phone?
It had a case. It definitely had a case. But
When-
I'm not sure.
Now she ain't sure.
Do you know if the type of phone that she was using when she was recording you, would a light go on or would some kind of noise?
It didn't have a light. It didn't have a light.
So if the cell phone was facing Miss Ellis, I'm assuming it was. Well, let me ask you that. Was the cell phone that you're talking about, was it facing you or was it facing Miss Ellis?
The camera was facing me. When I got off the elevator, her phone was here. Then when I was walking and she was behind me, and then she said, "Oh my God, y'all, Cardi B, Cardi B." I looked back and the camera was like right there, like practically on her chest type stuff. I'm like, "Yo, why are you recording me?"
And
You're
you've
lying.
seen like, police officers where they have a camera on the front of them. Have you ever seen that where a police officer will have that?
I never seen that, but that was her phone, not a camera.
I understand, but I'm saying, have you ever seen a security officer, a police officer have a special camera on their chest which records what occurs in front of them?
Relevance, Your Honor.
I'm not saying she was recording you. I am asking you this question.
Mhm.
If she was recording you, why does it matter?
Because she's a security guard and I'm going to a doctor's office. It definitely mattered.
You were causing a disturbance. Maybe
I
she
wasn't
wanted to
causing a
record you.
disturbance.
Time out. Let's not talk over each other, number one. wait for him to finish
Sorry.
asking the question.
Her defense is annoying me.
Do you own the building of 8920 Wilshire Boulevard?
No, I was walking to a doctor's office.
Do you agree that you were a guest in that building? You were
Yes.
a visitor, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, give it to
Yes.
her. Give it to her.
When the security officer tells you to leave, are you supposed to leave?
Objection.
Yes or no?
Sustained, if that's been answered, we covered this yesterday.
What?
You were causing a disturbance in the building.
She started the disturbance.
Did you
I'm
also?
sorry, ma'am, if you hear an objection, please wait.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, wait, slow ass.
Okay.
That should.
So simple in them
Do you
face with
remember
them
yesterday you
bundles.
said that there was a verbal altercation between the two of you? You remember that?
Yes.
Okay. And an altercation is a fight, isn't it? It's a verbal fight. You had a verbal fight with her.
Asked and answered.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Sustained.
You used the F word during that fight, didn't you?
Yes.
What other words did you use? Tell us in your own words what you said.
I said, bitch, get the fuck out my face. Why are you in my face? Why are you recording me? Ain't you supposed to be security?
Tell it to
Why?
her now. Go ahead.
Huh?
Say it again. Say it.
Objection, Your Honor.
You want me to say it to
I
her
want
face?
you to tell it to her face what you said on that day so she can hear it for
The
herself again.
objection is sustained.
And, Your Honor, can we have civility in the
Yeah.
courthouse?
Why don't we just take the temperature down a little bit? Yeah.
I like how we giving it to her. Give it to her ass.
It's not time to argue with her.
Yeah, baby.
What
give
were
it
the
up.
words that you used when you got off the elevator to this security guard who is no longer security guard at this time?
Objection to argumentative and also covered yesterday.
It's been covered several times, so it's asked and answered. It's objection sustained.
Too many objections.
What did you tell Amani Ellis yesterday?
Counsel, you need one.
What were you holding in your hand at the time when you got off the elevator?
Objection. Well, excuse me, argumentative.
Oh
Over.
my God.
Nothing, correct? You weren't holding anything, were you?
No.
You had both of your hands free to do whatever you wanted to do, correct? Yes or no?
Objection, relevance.
Over.
Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Okay. And if you wanted to scratch or cut her face with your right hand or your left hand, if you wanted to do it, you could have done it, correct?
But
You're
I
not
didn't.
disabled,
But I
right?
didn't because I had a baby inside me.
How did she know?
Time out,
See,
time
she
out.
lied.
Let's slow down the pace just a little bit before the opportunity to give objections. And
Ah, the baby and Danny.
Argumentative, relevance.
Overruled.
And again, I would ask that counsel lower his voice. This isn't.
So, Your Honor, I was told yesterday that my voice was too low by others, so that's why it's a little bit higher today, so that everybody can hear what I could say, as well as the witness.
I think that there's a difference between volume and tone. I think the volume is fine, the tone is a little bit argumentative.
So
Thank
what?
you very much, Your Honor. I apologize for that. I will try to do my best to tone it down.
Look
So,
at them
again, I will
nasty
ask you to tell us and admit to this fact that you are not disabled, correct?
I'm not what?
Are you disabled?
At that moment, no.
Objection,
No.
Your
Are
Honor.
you disabled?
Overruled.
Are you disabled? Yes or no?
At that moment, when you're pregnant, I'm very disabled. You want me to tell you the
Okay.
things I can't do?
Fine. What was your disability on February 24th of 2018? What was your disability?
I was pregnant. I couldn't protect myself, even if I wanted to. She's like twice my size.
No problem, no problem. Let me ask you this. How many
Counsel, if you
months
ask a
pregnant
question,
were
you
you?
need to wait for the answer.
Okay.
You done, man?
How many months pregnant were you?
I was around 13 to 12 weeks.
Mm.
Months? 4 months? 3 months?
Mm.
3 to 4
Slow,
months.
she
Fair
can't-
enough. Did you have a bulging belly?
No, I didn't.
Did Miss Imani Ellis know that you were pregnant?
Objection calls for speculation.
Do you know if Imani Ellis knew that you were pregnant when you walked out of that elevator?
No,
on
I
that day?
didn't know. But she knows that I'm a patient. When you're a patient to go see a medical anything, you shouldn't even try to fight nobody. You don't know what disability they have.
Okay. Now let me ask you this question. When you say you were disabled, were you disabled in your upper extremities, your arms? Were your arms disabled? The reason I'm asking is I want to make it very clear for everybody that your arms can go up and down, and they could go up and down now, and they could go up and down on that day as well. You agree to this?
Objection, argumentative, has been answered in a different way, and, I guess that's fine.
I'll let, you can answer this once. Please don't ask it again.
If my arms were disabled, no, my arms weren't disabled.
Right.
Can you raise your arms up?
Objection, Your Honor.
Can you? You don't have to do it physically. I'm saying, are you able to do it?
Yes.
And on that day, you were able to do it as well.
She's pregnant now.
If I wanted to, yes.
That's all I'm asking. Aside from your disability of being 3 to 4 months pregnant, did you have any other disabilities?
No.
Do you have a disabled placard? Are you legally disabled in any way?
Why don't you move on, counsel?
That judge is getting on my damn nerves.
And the hoodie that you had on, what color was it? Was it black, white, yellow, purple, pink?
I really don't remember.
And was the hoodie over your head or
Yes.
no? You wore it for what reason over your head? To protect your identity?
It could be very. I don't really want people to recognize me. My hair not done, my makeup not done. I probably just woke up.
Looking like
A lot of
shit.
reasons.
And when you went there in the afternoon at 1:30 p.m., had you just woken up at that moment? Well, shortly before 1:30 p.m. on a Saturday?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
When you went to the building at 1:30 p.m., were you fasting or you had eaten something before you went to see the doctor?
Sustained.
Now, when you saw Miss Imani Ellis and you got out of the elevator, not asking who did what, I'm asking was there any contact between you and her of any kind? What that means is fingers to fingers, shoes to shoes, knees to knees, any contact between you and Imani Ellis of any kind. Was there? Yes or no?
No,
So she didn't touch you, correct?
no,
So if somebody comes here and testifies that she did do something to you physically, you disagree with that testimony, or you will, correct?
she didn't touch me.
Okay.
She didn't get to touch me. No, she was going to touch me, but she didn't get to touch
When you
me
say she was going to touch you, how do you know that?
Right.
You
because
assuming?
we were chest to chest at one point.
So then your chest did touch, right?
I would say that, but you did say when I got off the elevator.
Okay.
We
Let's
we walked a little bit. That's when we got chest to chest. When we got off the elevator, we didn't do no contact.
I understand. So here's how we're going to do this. The date of the incident is February 24th of 2018. You agree?
Yes.
Now I'm going to talk to you about the whole day, not just the minute you got off the elevator. When I say the whole day, it's from the moment you got off the elevator, you saw Imani Ellis, you had your fight with her, whether it was verbal or not. At some point, she went away or you went away.
Mm-hmm.
So during that segment of time of your
Yes.
life, which was how many minutes in your opinion? 5 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute?
It was probably like a minute 45. It was so quick. It was really quick.
Perfect. So from during the 1 minute and 45 seconds,
No.
Ms. Kirkbride.
I didn't say 1 minute
You know,
45
we haven't had a
seconds.
question yet. Please phrase one that's intelligible.
during the few minutes or 1 minute or whatever minutes it was that you were with Imani Ellis, during that period of time of your life and her life,
That bow
during
tie.
that segment, just told us now, during that time period, at some point, you were chest to chest. You agree?
Yes.
There was physical contact between her chest and your chest, correct?
Yes.
When you have the chest-to-chest contact, at that moment, were you angry?
I was mostly nervous.
Were you angry?
Yes, I was angry.
How angry were you?
Depends on the level of angry, to
Right.
be honest with you.
Let's talk about the levels. I'm going to go from a scale of 1 to 10. On the scale of 1 to 10, what was the level of your anger when you were chest to chest with this person
Objection.
on the date of the incident?
Sorry, objection taken and taken.
Sustained.
He sustained
You
it.
were at a high level of anger when you were chest to chest with her, correct?
Objection recommended.
Overruled.
I don't think I was like on a high level of angry. I was more on a high level of concern, very concerned.
And why were you concerned?
Because I'm pregnant and this girl's about to fucking beat my ass.
She a
Hello?
liar.
Hello, hello, I'm here.
You think she's gonna beat you
So,
up?
when she was going to beat you, like you just testified, what did she do to have you believe that she was going to beat you?
Right.
What did she do?
she was
Black.
on my face, chest to chest, and while we arguing, she's backing me. So we practically arguing, and I'm backing, and she's like walking forward.
Right. And she's, you said she's bigger than you, is that correct?
Absolutely.
How do you know that?
I mean, look.
I'm looking, I don't agree with that.
Exactly.
What is your basis? Are you saying she's
A big
physically
BBL.
bigger, she's taller?
I mean, you have her medical records,
I don't
right?
have anything. I'm asking you the question.
I mean, I was 130 pounds at that time.
So she's overweight, right? In your opinion.
Objection relevant.
Sustained.
She's a little.
You don't need to answer that.
Okay. Did you make fun of her that she was overweight when you were there in the hallway?
I don't think so.
Did you call her fat?
No, I was calling her a bitch.
Bitch?
Yes.
Do you think that's respectful to call a security guard a bitch?
Objection
Sustained.
relevant.
Is that how you talk to everybody?
Yes.
Objection.
Sustained.
Now you said you felt, I don't know the words. Let's go back to it. Did you feel scared, threatened, afraid at the moment your chest was touching?
Absolutely.
You were scared?
Absolutely.
And you had your cell phone on you, right?
I did, but she's in my face.
That's fine.
Just focus on the question and just answer the
Did you
question.
use your cell phone to call Karan Newton, your security guard, who was downstairs, or the police?
Objection
Did you call anybody
taken and
for help?
Ain't even getting nothing out.
Overruled.
When I got inside the doctor's office and I said, like, on the little bed thing, I told him, yo, you wouldn't even believe what just happened. Meet me downstairs when I leave. I'm gonna call you when I leave.
If you were really scared and really afraid,
Mhm.
isn't it true that you could have called your security guards to come upstairs and help you? Or you could have called the police. That was a possibility because you had your phone in your hand, correct?
Objection. Compound mischaracterizes the testimony that the phone was objection.
Sustained.
You had your phone in your pocket on the date of the incident?
Objection relevance.
Sustained.
Can we agree that you didn't call your security guard to help you after the incident, correct? To help you. You did call him, but you didn't call him to come upstairs.
I apologize. I thought it was mischaracterizes the testimony.
Overruled.
Come on.
I didn't call him to help me. It was already done. It was done.
Okay, now let's talk about the fingernails. Okay, fingernails.
Something new?
Well, I want to show a couple of things.
Rolling her eyes like a fucking petulant child.
This side of the ruler, okay, is 2 centimeters. You need me to bring it closer, or can you see it from there?
Objection, Your Honor. You went over this yesterday.
I'm sorry.
2 centimeters.
Overruled.
You know the size of 2 centimeters? How big it is?
No, she
That's
doesn't.
an answer.
I have
Idea?
like an understanding of how it would be. Yeah.
2 centimeters
Good.
is a little bit less than an inch. Okay?
Mhm.
Now, Miss Imani Ellis had a scar to her face of 2 centimeters long, and she received plastic surgery for that. And my question to you is, did you at any time see a scar on Miss Imani Ellis's face, or a cut, or a scrape at any time during the time of the incident?
No. And she couldn't get a scratch from me because I didn't touch her.
I understand that's what you're saying. I get it. Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's left cheek at any time during the incident? Did you specifically look for that because you thought there might be a scar on her face? Or did you not look?
Objection. Compound and relevance.
Assisting.
Did you look at Miss Imani Ellis's face when you were arguing with her at the time of the incident?
I was looking at her face, but I wasn't looking like, she got a pimple on her face? No, I wasn't looking at her details or anything.
So if she had a scar on her face or cut, you wouldn't be able to know because you weren't focusing on it, correct?
Objection. Objection calls for expert testimony. Relevance.
Assisting. Counsel, she's a fact witness. She didn't see a scar. Why don't you move on?
That's right. You testified yesterday that when you go to get your nails done, you tell your nail person to be careful not to make your nails too sharp. You remember saying that?
Yes.
Do you tell them that every time you go to get your nails done?
Objection. Relevance.
What the?
Assisting.
Did you tell your nail person that before you had your nails done, just before this incident?
I didn't have to because of the shape. So the shape that I had that week, it wasn't like a shape that is like harming. It was like a square coffin shape. So it didn't have like no points or like
She lying.
sharp edges and stuff like that. I mean, there's pictures of me of that week everywhere. So
Do you have a picture now with you? Do your attorneys have it?
yes,
How do we know she ain't
The
get her nails
nails that
done?
you have on now, are they sharp and pointy?
I don't consider them that. No,
You consider them pointy.
no,
Can those nails that you have on now, can they become sharp to the point where they could cut somebody if you were to scratch them?
Relevance.
Assisting.
Did you see any skin or any blood underneath your fingernail after the incident? Any of your fingernails?
there was no physical incident for me to even see nothing like that.
That's not what I'm asking. I'm saying if you saw anything.
No,
Did any of your fingernails break after the incident?
no,
All 10 of them were in perfect condition?
yes,
When you went to see the doctor, Dr. Finke,
Mhm.
did he look at your fingernails? Did he go over that with you?
no,
Did you even bring it up to him?
no. I just told him like it's like this is your security. This is your security.
Oversized. lip.
Besides your chest to chest touching, did anything else touch?
No.
Okay. And you're a firstborn child?
To my mother, yes.
Okay. And you have other siblings, other brothers and sisters? Right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that a yes, ma'am? Is that a yes?
Yes. Sorry.
Slow.
Okay. And as you testified yesterday that the baby in your stomach that was 4 months or 3 to 4 months old was your first child, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And you've
Yes.
had other children, correct?
After, yes.
Your Honor, relevance.
Assisting.
Okay. Now, back to the words. I asked you yesterday if you used the N-word, if you called Miss Imani Ellis the N-word. You said you did not, correct?
No, I didn't.
But you've said that word before in your lifetime, correct?
Objection. Relevance. Your Honor.
Assisting.
And in your music, you actually say it many times, correct?
Objection,
Counsel,
relevance,
move on.
First Amendment.
See, that's they protecting this bitch.
Do you know what the word ghetto means?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Relevance.
Did Miss Imani Ellis call you ghetto?
I don't remember.
If someone called you ghetto, would that make you angry?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Me?
Yeah.
If somebody calls me ghetto, it depends on how you're using it, but I don't really feel offended if you call me ghetto.
Did Imani Ellis tell you that you're stupid?
Your Honor, relevance.
I
Overruled.
really don't remember. She did. She was cursing at me though.
What were the words that she used?
You're gonna get the fuck out my building. You're gonna get the fuck out my building. I can do whatever the fuck I want. Then it's like when I was telling her, like, it's like, why you recording me? She's like, it's my fucking phone. It's my phone. You're in my building. That's what she was telling me. And she was like, yeah. She also was saying, like, cause I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't give a fuck who you
I'm
are.
cursing you, schmuck.
And you remember her telling you that?
I remember that.
Those exact words?
Yes.
And
Right, exactly.
did that make you angry?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay. When you get angry, you black out and maybe not realize what happens next.
No.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Sustained.
Do you know if you blacked out on the date of the incident?
Objection.
Anytime.
Absolutely not. I could,
Sustained.
All right. And when you were yelling back and forth, and you were speaking and yelling and screaming, you were, correct?
excuse me?
You were yelling and screaming at each other,
Yes.
correct? When you're doing that, did your spit come out of your mouth and go onto Imani Ellis?
I don't think so. No.
But it's possible, right?
Objection.
Because when you're speaking, sometimes you use many, many words, the spit comes out, correct?
Objection.
You agree with this?
I'm sorry, what's the objection?
Well, relevance, Your Honor.
Overruled.
You can answer.
I'm not sure. I don't think so. I don't think it'd be happening. I don't know.
Slow ass face.
Could it be that Miss Imani Ellis was not recording you with her phone?
Objection.
Is that a possibility?
Objection called for speculation.
Sustained.
Aside from what you've just told us now about the recording, is there anything else that you have? Any other testimony about how you know Miss Imani Ellis was recording you with her phone?
She told me when I told her, why you recording me? She said, oh, my bad.
How do we know
Practically
that?
apologized.
Did she apologize to you?
If you say, oh, my bad, when I'm telling you why you're recording me, to me, that means you're recording me. And it's right there, right now. It's on my face.
Well,
Not on my face, literally on my face. I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, but she had it right here on her chest, like this.
and when Miss Imani Ellis told you to leave the building, you refused to leave, correct?
Correct.
And at that point, you were trespassing, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Where did you go? Did you leave the building? Did you go to your doctor's office? Where did you go next?
To my doctor's office.
And where did Miss Imani Ellis go?
I don't know.
Did she see you walk into the doctor's office?
Objection called for speculation.
Sustained.
Did you see Miss Imani Ellis when you walked into your doctor's office?
Did I saw her?
Right.
Who was arguing? The receptionist came out. She got in between us. They were like, kind of like, she was like trying to calm her down. The doctor was already coming out. And he was like, go to my office. So I'm like, After that, I just went to his office and I never seen her again.
So they was trying to
And
calm her down, but not
when
you. You
this,
wasn't active.
How long after, from the moment you saw Miss Amaneos, how long after did the doctor think he come out of his office? Was it in the middle, towards the end? Can you give us an estimate of time?
Huh?
Repeat that a little better.
You didn't get it?
Sure.
Low ass.
So, just for argument's sake, I'm going to estimate the time was 2 minutes. I'm not saying it was. It could have been half a minute. Just for argument. So during the 2 minutes that you and her were outside in the hallway, screaming at each other, whatever you were doing, for those 2 minutes, how long after the 2 minutes, or sorry, how long from the beginning of the 2 minutes to the end did Dr. Finke come in? So he could have came in at 59 seconds, 119 seconds, 1 second. Do you understand my question?
But it wasn't 2
Hold
minutes
on,
though.
time out. Go ahead.
It wasn't.
I'll withdraw the question.
All right.
All right, let's do it again. How many seconds, I need to know this, how many seconds were you and Miss Amani Ellis in the hallway? Let's just pick a time. You pick it.
I'll say from like the beginning all the way to like walking down, it had to be like a minute or less.
Okay.
Like,
And you say walking down, you mean walking into Dr. Finke's office or leaving the building?
excuse me?
When you say walking down where?
Remember, I got off the elevator, so I'm walking, trying to find the room, the office. So in between that, that was like the minute there. Like I feel, I like the verbal dispute. It had to be like 20 seconds of that.
Okay, fine. When did Dr. Finke come out of his office?
At the end.
When it was all done, correct?
Mm-hmm. Well, when Tiara was calming down, she was still like screaming and like trying to explain herself to Tiara. I just walked away.
All right. When you got off the elevator, was there anyone else in that hallway or in that vicinity?
No.
And how long did it take before Tiara came out?
How long did it take?
And that's Tiara Malcolm.
Yes,
What's your best estimate?
40 seconds at most, or like 50 seconds, like around there. I don't know.
So you and Miss Imani Ellis
Mhm.
were alone for approximately 40 to 50 seconds before anybody came out into the hallway.
Yes.
And in those 40 to 50 seconds, anything could have happened,
Objection.
right?
Assisting.
You could have scratched her face, you could have cut her face in those 40
Your
seconds.
Honor,
Counsel, we're not going to engage in speculation. If you have fact questions to ask her, please do so.
When you had the fingernails on that day, what color were the fingernails? Do you remember?
They were like
Green?
No, they were like orangey.
And you said that there were some kind of flat, I don't know, stones on them?
Yes,
Were those flat stones on all 10 fingernails?
most likely yes.
Were the 10 fingernails all the same size and had the same exact stones on them?
Mm-hmm.
So if there was one
that a
stone,
yes, ma'am?
Yes.
if there was one stone, it would be one stone times 10? Or is one might have 3 stones, another one may have 1 stone? Do the stones change?
Objection. Vague and ambiguous calls for speculation.
Assisting.
What do you call them? The things that you said yesterday, what did you call them that were on your fingernail?
Flat rhinestone.
Flat rhinestones.
Mhm.
Were any of them sharp?
Not if they're flat, they're not sharp. If they're like 3D, like popping up, they sharp. But if they're flat, they're not sharp.
Okay. And do you ever wear the ones that are 3D?
Objection relevant.
Assisting.
Were you wearing the ones that were 3D on the date of the incident?
No.
At any time?
She a liar.
And how do you know that those rhinestones that are 3D, how do you know they're sharp?
Objection.
Why did you just tell us that?
Counsel, why are we talking about things that she didn't testify she was wearing?
She think this shit is
Do you
funny.
remember how
Go
many
ahead.
rhinestones were on each fingernail? If it was 1, 2, or 3?
Objection, that's the answer.
Sustained.
Aside from that day, the date of the incident, which was February 24th of 2018, aside from that day, have you ever seen Miss Imani Ellis either before or after that day?
No, honest truth, I wouldn't even recognize. Like I totally forgot how she looked until I came here again. Like
Well, isn't everything you just told us the honest truth?
yes,
Now, when Miss Tiara Malcolm came outside, she came outside, it was about 40 to 50 seconds, and she came out first, right?
mm-hmm.
How long after that?
Yes.
How long after that piece did the doctor come out? Because he came out after her, right? They didn't come out together, did they?
Negative
Tiara?
is the piece.
I withdraw.
Overall.
Piece of time. Right. Anyway, when Tiara Malcolm came outside, did she come by herself or with the doctor or someone else?
She came out by herself.
So how long after she came out did the doctor come out?
He came out like 4 to 5 seconds later, 3 seconds later.
When Tiara Malcolm came outside, how did she get between the two of you if you were chest to chest?
She literally she was like, "What are you guys doing? What's going on? Like, what's going on?" And then she was like, "This bitch just fucking hit me. This bitch just hit me. I'm about to fuck her up." And I'm just like, I was so confused because it's like, no, I didn't. Like, I didn't hit you. And then that's when like Finky came out, and he's like, what's going on? Go to my office. So I just like went to his office and stuff like that. Like that's it. Done.
Right, but you testified that Tiara Malcolm at some point was in between the two of you.
Yes.
You got a hamburger bun with a hamburger.
Yeah.
She was the hamburger, and the two of you were the buns, correct?
Yeah.
Right. How did the hamburger get inside the bun?
I'm not sure if I gave her space or one of us gave her space. She wasn't like really like in. She was just like, "What are you guys doing? What is this?" And then she just got in the middle because she just was like going crazy. I don't know where she just turned up like.
And you just testified now that Imani Ellis was yelling that you hit her,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
She was saying that,
Mm-hmm.
and you didn't hit her.
No.
Did you take a swing at her?
No.
When Miss Tiara Woods was in between the two of you, did you try to take a swing over Miss Tiara Woods?
No.
How tall are you?
So I don't know who Tara Woods is, but
Tiara Malcolm, I apologize. Tiara Malcolm.
Do we have a question?
How tall
what
are
was
you?
the question?
How tall are you?
How tall I am?
Yeah.
5'3".
Okay, how about on that date of the incident when you had your shoes on? Were they flats? Were they heels? What was it?
It's like big flats.
So, and do you know how tall Miss Imani Ellis is?
No.
When you were standing face to face, were your eyes like the same level, or did she look taller? Did she look shorter? What is your recollection?
We was face to face, so she's practically like my height, or just much taller, but she was practically my height. But she is like
What? Say it.
security heavy.
What does security heavy mean? Just tell us. There's no harm. What does that mean?
Like she just looks a little like she could protect the building type big. You know what I'm saying? She just
Right.
looked more developed than me.
And aren't security guards to be more developed than you?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Did you at any time tell Miss Imani Ellis that you were pregnant?
No.
That building, you agree, is not Cedars-Sinai Hospital, correct?
Objection, my submission. Also, this was covered.
I withdraw
Yeah,
the
that's
vote.
asking us.
The building you were in was a medical building, correct?
Yes.
But it wasn't a hospital.
No.
Was it a hospital?
No.
And there's all type of different tenants that are in the building, right?
Objection, my submission.
Sustained.
Do you know if there were other tenants that had offices in that building?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
You were on the 5th floor, correct?
Yes.
And when you were walking down the hall, there were other doors there, correct? It wasn't just Dr. Finke. There was other different offices there, correct?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
When you were getting angry, did you believe that your anger would harm your baby?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
When you went to see Dr. Finke, did you tell him, I got so angry right now, something happened, whatever you told, is it harmful to my baby? Did you ask him?
Objection.
Sustained. Counsel, do you have anything to add?
Earlier, well, I'll withdraw that. Did you post anything about the incident of February 24th, 2018 on the internet?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
I think I said something because around that time she did went live and said something, and my fans caught it, and she was just practically saying like all of these lies about me and stuff like that, and I was like, I did not touch that girl at all. I never really got into details about it. I just
And when she was posting things, she was telling other people that you assaulted her or hit her or did something physical, correct?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
yes.
And then you replied and posted things as well, correct?
Yes.
Do you remember what you posted?
It was, I don't think I posted something. I'm not even sure if it was a comment or like if I did like a live or something. It had to be quick. I was like, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Trying to get some money.
What was that?
I said, that's a fucking lie. Fuck out of here. Just trying to get some money.
Who's trying to get some money?
She is.
How do you know that?
Because she sued me for $24 million.
Did you sue her?
No.
Could you have sued her?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Did you ever apologize on those internet or emails or whatever you posted? Did you ever on the posts apologize for anything that you did that day?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Argumentative.
Do you feel by using all those words you should have apologized?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Are you aware that your security guard spoke to Imani Ellis in the lobby shortly after this incident? Are you aware of that?
My explanation.
Overruled.
I'm not aware of that. He didn't tell me he talked to her.
Are you aware that your security guard, Karan Newton, on the day of the incident, apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did your security guard tell you that he apologized to Miss Ellis on your behalf at any time?
Objection. Asked and answered. Argumentative. Black foundation.
Sustained.
Have you ever been assaulted and battered in your life?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
Have you ever been abused in your life?
Counsel, if you're out of questions, you can ask the question.
Did you know that by your actions, you took away the feeling of safety for Imani Ellis?
All right. Counsel,
Yes, Your
are
Honor.
you done?
I have a few more questions.
Have them be fact-based.
Yes, Your Honor. And do you agree that this incident, which we're talking about, why we're all here today, is occurred 7.5 years ago? Are you aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, and that's 2,741 days ago,
Objection.
based
Your
on
Honor.
my math.
Relevance, Your Honor.
Sustained.
How do you remember all of these details that you gave us from 2,741 days ago?
Objection. As to the days.
Overruled.
You can answer.
I mean, I remember like the basics. I don't remember like the whole. I remember the basics. Like it was, but it's not really much to remember. It was a in and out
Okay.
thing.
Interesting.
All right. And have you ever used your nails to scratch yourself? Like if you get a bug bite, have you ever done that before?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Sustained.
Did you have any jewelry on you at the time of the incident, whether it was on your hands or your neck?
Objection. Asked and answered. Relevance.
Sustained.
Ugh.
When you were in the hallway, did you block Miss Ellis from leaving? Even if it was for 1 second.
No.
Did she block you from leaving?
Yes. She blocked me from moving. She was right in my face. She was right in my face.
Okay. And when you were standing there, were you facing Dr. Finke's office or a different side? You understand the question?
Objection. Negative.
I withdraw the question. When this whole thing happened, did you start to move around in a circle, or were you standing physically the same spot the whole time?
Objection. Asked and answered. I think we covered this.
Sustained.
When you say that she was blocking you, were you facing towards Dr. Finke's office? Yes?
Objection. Asked and answered.
Sustained.
You tired? You look tie-tie. Why you act dumb like dumb?
Karan Newton, how long was he your security guard as of the day of the incident?
Objection.
For how long?
Sustained.
Why she can't ask that? Why you can't ask that?
Would you consider yourself a peaceful person?
Objection. Relevance.
Sustained.
What the fuck?
And after you saw Dr. Finke, you spent about 15 minutes with him. You left the building, correct?
Yes.
When you left the building, did you see Imani Ellis as you were exiting?
No.
Did you see your security guard downstairs?
Yes.
He was in the lobby area waiting for you?
What the?
Sustained.
Okay. And when you left the building, you went to the parking lot, or was the car waiting for you outside?
It's actually relevant.
Sustained.
She need a damn vitamin. Exactly. See.
Aside from Tiara Malcolm and Dr. Finke and Imani Ellis, who were in that hallway, were there any other people there?
No.
Did any other doctors come up to that floor?
No.
You're sure?
Absolutely.
How are you sure?
Objection.
Sustained.
When you were in the 5th floor, did anybody come from the stairwell up to hear what happened? If you know, do you know if anyone did?
I apologize. I thought you were done.
I'll withdraw it. I will ask it differently. When you were up there outside the hallway with Imani Ellis, did you see anyone else, whether it was a security guard, another doctor, or someone else, come up from the stairwell, which was close to the elevator area?
Objection. That's the answer.
Sustained.
I forgot to ask you one thing about when you were chest to chest. Did you ever touch Imani Ellis's face or nose with your finger?
No.
You never touched her nose like this?
No.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, well, so let me take our morning recess. Why don't we start back up at 10:50? In the meantime, please do not discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. No calling the accused or doing any research. We'll see you at 10:50.
What's wrong with her? Like, why is she so lethargic like that? 12. Wait, so they said 10:50. So 12, 11. Ain't it? What time is it in Cali? Ain't it? You said 10:50. What time is it in California? Time is it in California? Why do you say 10:50? It's 11:05. That's what I'm saying. Like, that don't even make sense. No, but see, Cali is 3 hours behind you in New York, and that still would be 11. It's 11:05. I don't know why they said 10:50. That's crazy to me. But yeah, I think that that her lawyer is objecting everything. I don't know if it feels as though. Hold on, let me see. It seems as though Cardi, she has a really good defense team. You can't be mad at that. I mean, a lawyer, a counsel, they're supposed to try to get you out of a situation. But I just don't like the fact that I feel like, of course, your lawyers are going to prep you. Cardi, she made sure that she said that she had flat jewels on. Like, come on, ma. And why would she tell the lady that you attacked her and you said you didn't do it? I really want to know why there were no cameras. Like, why was there no cameras? That's crazy to me. And Imani don't look big to me. I know that y'all seen small people do security before. Right, money and power. I know that y'all seen smaller people do security before. It's not about your size. I seen toothpicks do security. So it's like Cardi, she's trying to say that she wasn't body shaming or fat shaming this girl. And it's clear that you probably were. You probably were doing that to her. Like, Cardi has 3 lawyers. The girl, I believe, has one from the state. Yep. Yeah, she has 3 lawyers. And notice, I don't know what the other woman is over there doing. She's probably compiling and probably helping them, with the cross-examining and all of that. But the thing about it is that they're banking. Like, yo, lawyers like that, they could cost to the tune of especially high profile lawyers like that, she's easily paying $2,000 an hour, and that might be per lawyer. She's shelling out cash for this. Like, and she want to sit up and talk on Instagram Live and tell us about her damn bills that she got. She wants to sit up here and tell us about her bills that she got to pay all of these bills and pay for drivers and pay for all these, remember she was telling us running down the damn her itemized bill. Oh, I need to check to see if I got an email from this place. That's crazy. But let me know in the comments. Actually, can I do a poll? Let me go on my thing and see if I can do a poll. See if I could do a poll real quick on my channel. Do you think Imani is gonna do you think Imani is gonna win, or do you feel like she is going to be, let's see. I don't know how I could do it. Please make sure that you thumbs up the video. Shout out to Latavia, The Truth, AAC, D Shell, Holistic Healing, Sierra Content, Aquarius 17, Ja Rules, Mom of 3, QTZ, Hello Pretty LLC, The Cutie Pink File, Ashley Harris, Blue Magic, 5 Mics Media, Vashti Cash App. Roger, I4 Goddess Star, Ram Led the Writer, B Anderson 2117. Do we have a problem? OGV, Sky, X5G, Dizza Craps, Shamika Reeves. Is it Shamika? Shamika Reeves. Oh. Shamika Reeves, Life with Siraj, Baby Kayi. Okay. And they got like the top 50. Shay, 249. Oh, I think I follow you on Twitter, Shay. Gigi, Shay Bella, Avatar, Nail Babes, Life Karma Death. Damn, what a name. McFarlane, I've been seeing your name on my channel for a while. Miss Diplomatic 69, Mink Sab. I didn't see Mink Sab here today. The judge needs to lay off the hogs and get stuff together. He's not a real judge if he pacified wickedness, now wanting criminals to be held accountable for their wrongdoings. He looks exactly. And this is why they were saying that Cardi B has struck a win in this case. Remember weeks ago, they were saying that they can't bring up her past. Why can't you bring up her past when that's relevant? She ordered 2 women to get attacked in the nightclub. And she said, remember when Cardi tried to get online a few weeks ago, like they lied. They said that I sent men to beat on women. Yes, you did. It was all a part of your gang. You did do that to me, and I'm not trying to be funny, and I know people know clearly through my commentary that I don't fancy Cardi at all, but it's one reason why I don't fancy her, because of the talent aspect, and I just feel like they forced her in our faces, even back then when everybody was drinking the Kool-Aid, like, oh, Cardi is so great, she's winning. No, the machine wanted her to win. Why that machine ain't making her win right now? Why the machine ain't making? Because they lost their money. They bankrupt. That's why they had to reorganize and revitalize and re-strategize, and they had to do all of that over Atlantic. There's a lot of people wasting budgets trying to make people look popping. They brought up Tasha K past interviews, right? Cardi is the complexion for the protection. That's all that is. I'm drinking this Florida's Natural. I thought this was Florida's Natural Zero Sugar Pink Lemonade with strawberry. Oh, it's good. I'm almost done with it, though. I'm trying to finish my stuff up. What do I got to do today? I got to ship some boxes to my new place. No, I'm probably going to ship them to my mom's. Yeah. I need to ship some boxes to New York. All my shit is packed up. I don't play that. I'm moving in 2 weeks, but all my stuff is done. I don't like none of that last minute. You know, if I could encourage you, if you're a person and you got a move coming up, number one, I hate to move, right? But number two, I made this so simple for myself because I'm ready to go. Only thing that I got to do tomorrow is I'm gonna clean out my refrigerator, wipe that out. I think I'm thinking of, yeah, I'm just gonna clean my refrigerator out. I'm wondering if I should hire this lady to come and like professionally clean my apartment. Like, just do things that so they won't try to. But to be honest with you, when I leave an apartment, I'm not one of those people who get hung up on wanting my security back. Like, I don't really care about that. I don't ever factor that into my dollars. Some people be like, I didn't get my security. You see them all in the reviews on the damn apartment. I didn't get my. I don't ever factor that security. I don't. I just keep it moving. But I guess when everybody's finances is different, so start organizing and labeling your boxes. To be honest with you, I don't really have that much stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. I am a minimalist. I have the certain things that I need. I have a TV. I have a couch. I have a stove that I purchased when I used to like really push my business. But I'm about to donate that stove. I'm giving that stove to the Goodwill, and I'm writing that shit off of my taxes. I'm writing. I'm listen. I donated clothes to the Goodwill the other day, and I know that I gave them at least over $500 worth of clothes. Now, it might not have been $500 the value then because I wore the stuff, but I gave them at least $500 worth of clothes and sneakers. Are you crazy? I gave them a pair of Air Max up tempos. I gave them from some 90s, 60s, and it don't matter if they was worn and I got wore out of it. Them sneakers was $150 and I got it. Yes. So I got that receipt from Goodwill. And when I drop, I need to call them today and ask them like, hey, do you accept stoves? Yeah, because I'm writing that shit off of my taxes. Yes. Taxes is getting axes. I usually pay someone to deep clean when I leave. It'd be nice. Can I find somebody to do that? I want to know. Hold on, let me call my apartment complex real quick and see if I can. No, I'm gonna call them later because I'm on a microphone and I don't want people to be, Mm-mm. But it's this lady that's at my apartment complex every day. They say how she cleans the building. I'm wondering if I can pay her to do it because I want her to come and do it tomorrow though, because I got different stuff that I'm doing. And you know me, like I'm very strategic. I could be telling you that I'm moving in 2 weeks. I could be moving in 5 days. I could be moving in 4 days. I never give exacts. Never, never do that. Learn how to not do that. Certain things I do learn from the celebrities. Like when you ever go out to eat, this is how people be getting attacked and doing stuff like that. Like when I go out and I eat, I post after I leave, or get more strategic where say you go out and say I go out to Papados and I'm posting that I'm in Papados and Katy. I might be in Papados down by 610. I just never give exacts, and I'll post the location so you think that I'm there, but I'm never there, and I never post when I'm there. You got to be strategic because what you got to realize is this too. Let me tell you something. A lot of these social media sites, like, oh, this is a good time to tell people this too, right? A lot of these social media sites, when you post your location, people click that location and they can see who's there. So say you got somebody who don't like you, or say a person is just maybe fixated on you. Now they done scroll through your profile, seeing your pictures, and they want to catch you coming up out of there. Be strategic. So say you clock in and you eating that damn Papados, or you eating at some other place. Put the other location. Don't ever put the location that you at. Send their ass on the chase if they are doing that. Also, I can't stress this enough. For them coworkers that you might be texting, or them people that you talking to, I know that you've seen this before when a person sent you a TikTok link or Instagram link. Now they're suggesting that they follow you. And if your page is not private, that means that if this person don't follow you, they're potentially just watching your page and seeing what you're doing the whole time. Like, nah. That's why I download videos and I send them to people. I never send them the link because I feel like that's intrusive. You ever get a link from somebody and they be like, do you want to follow XYZ? You might not even be looking at it like I am, but I feel like that's intrusive. What if I just sent you the link? Like, I get it. The apps want people to be engaging, and they want them to be on the platform. Their goal is to keep you on the platform longer, right? I get it. But I don't like that. I just feel like if I want you on my page, or if I want to do that, then I should be able to invite you. Don't be suggesting people to follow me. That's why I was like, oh, another thing I don't like too. You ever notice when you on Instagram and it always suggests, oh, are they doing a raffle? Hold on. It always, I don't, you know what? These apps, they follow you too. You know what I don't like, and this really turns me off. You ever notice when you be on when I be on say I be on Twitter and then I be on Instagram, right? I think it's really Instagram, but you just never know. And then you go on your Facebook, next thing you know, they suggesting you follow these people who you just seen on these other apps. Now I understand Instagram and Meta and everything is the same, and it's just like, damn, but you be talking about stuff, and the next thing you know is popping up on your feed, and it's like they suggesting you to buy it. I find that to be highly intrusive. You'll see somebody on Twitter, then you go to Facebook, and then they suggesting you to follow them. It's like, yo, should be weird. It be weird. I don't like all of that soliciting. That's I call that soliciting. You know what? Also, I'm happy that I got ahead of too. Is like as I improve my credit every day, I'm telling you, and I see this is exactly how I got caught into this trap when I was in my 20s and young 30s, right? Every day I'm ducking and dodging these creditors, these credit card companies who are sending me offers every day. Ever since my credit score inched towards 700, I get these credit offers every day. It's so predatory. This whole world is just all about solicitation. It's soliciting. I don't like that shit because it's like, then it's like, the credit card companies getting mad at me because, I'm not, leaving no money on the books for them to charge me interest. Now they started sending me checks like, hey, we're sending you this $500 check. It'll be a finance fee, but just sign it and deposit into your account. It's like everybody is just bloodsuckers. And the goal is to keep you in debt. I never share a ton of my phone number on apps. So, but yes, see, that's smart. You get it. You get it. Because then you listen, I had to tell this one kid who I knew, right? And I don't even think that he knew that I knew, but we was following each other. Listen, this was somebody from my hometown, right? So, back in the day when people would just get on Twitter and your whole contact list or be following you, I said, listen, I'm not trying to be funny, homie, but I said, I think you should stop posting porn on your Twitter because everybody on your Gmail contact list will see it. Stupid. And then they just, I think they created another page or whatever. But yeah, people, let me tell you something, baby. Like, let me tell you something, Victor, and to anybody, read the details. I read the details in everywhere. Just like when I post on my Facebook, sometimes certain things I will post for the globe for everybody to see it. But best believe every time I'm uploading a status, I realize whether it's the globe or it's the friend. I'm never just posting and just not realizing what it is. And guess what I do? After a few months or a few weeks, I go to that option where it says limit all posts. And then I'll limit all my shit to be friends only. And then a person who's stalking you will come to your page and be like, damn, they ain't post nothing. Yep. It's all you got to know how to know what you're doing when you're doing it. Always be fully cognizant about whatever is going on about you. Listen, if you could see my search history on my phone, like when I be looking up on Chat GPT or just Googling, I Google and figure out everything. Like I said this years ago, people be the biggest dummies with smartphones. Smartphones are supposed to be smart. Use it. They be the biggest dummies with smartphones in their hand. I never forget. And I understand that some people may want to know your way. But you know what I did when I wanted to I seen my mom make lasagna my whole life. But when I moved out on my own, I wanted to make it. It's like, yeah, I look up different tutorials and stuff. Use your resources. I'm big on using the resources. Don't ask me some basic ass shit. Yeah, and I get it. Humans, we communicate. We want to, whatever. But use your resources to the max. What's up, second challenge? Let's see. What's up, Alexia? You can also turn on airplane mode whenever you use apps webs for camouflage. I ain't doing nothing like that where I want them to hide, but I just don't want you suggesting me people to follow. Don't suggest them to follow me. I don't like that. Like, no. And when you send somebody a link, it's like, say Alexis is sending her coworker a link from TikTok. She might have some shit on her TikTok where she going in and talking about somebody at the job. Now her coworker has been offered to follow her, which she might not follow her, but she's going to stalk her page and just see what she's posting. Like, oh shit, she's talking about this and that. I don't like that. If you send somebody a link from your page, make your page private so that they got to request you. So you make the decision, yes or no. No. Listen, I never believed how real that shit was when my coworker told me when I started working at my job that I just left now. She was like, oh, I went to your Facebook page or whatever, and I made everything on my shit private. I find that to be highly intrusive. Let me tell you something. I'm an open person. Like, yes, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Instagram. But if I didn't give you my Facebook page, why'd you go to my Facebook page? I didn't like, and like some creators, content creators, they're free for all. They want you everywhere that they are. I'm not. This is where you got to learn boundaries. Like, I can't say it enough, but it's like, even with somebody like Impressive, I kind of like how she moved because she get her little views, not little views, she get mad views. She posts her videos and she ghosts. Like, I like that. I do. She post her shit and she out. She back that shit out. She pull in, she drop the content and she out. Like, I do like, the only reason why I do like coming on camera is because I started my channel off doing that. So it's kind of like what I like to do. But you know, going live like this is cool too. It's whatever, however you build up your channel is, is based on you. But I do like to go on camera because that's how I started my channel off. But yeah, I do respect the people who like incognito, like they drop their content and they out. Like, what's up, Damn That's Beauty? Yeah, I love her channel too. I like how she operates too. It's like she pull in and she pull out. And nobody knows who she is, facts, right? And I mean, even if you do come on camera, somebody still, I mean, people will identify you. I've got identified a few times. One time it did kind of make me uncomfortable. I was at the gym and this girl, she was just like, "Oh my God." But she was respectful though, because I feel like if you know me, like I'm no different than you, but I just get kind of like weirded out by people sometimes. Like one time I was in this store and this person, like when I started talking to them, they was like, "Do you have a YouTube channel?" And I was looking them dead in their face and I said, "Nope." They was like, "You sure? You don't used to have like a cookie business?" And I said, "No. Nigga, you at work. Why you asking me about this? Back my shit up and get me the fuck up out of here." No, that shit just made me uncomfortable. Like, nah, but no, So it's happened a few times, and you will be. You got to also realize my channel is smaller, so people will notice you. But I be in and out. Like, I don't really mix and mingle and shit like that. I have a very assertive type of personality, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, human beings, we all are sophisticated animals. They say, right? We're sophisticated. So I know when I'm a very welcoming person, but I also know how to give that body language when I don't want you to say nothing to me either. Real talk. Like, I do. Um, Let me tell you this, right? I had this heart to heart because, like, in my department, like when we do project management, we have like this, it's like a customer service department that's really close off. And I'm really close with like some of the managers because I do like, I did different projects for customer service too, like, trying to figure out why there were so many abandoned calls, like just trying to like come up with different ways to help them or whatever, like different like initiatives and projects for customer service, right? But I'm cool with the manager, and I was noticing that this one girl that was working over there, she was just like, Erica, like, I really want some fish. Like, anytime you have it, bring it in and give it to me. So the last day that I worked, I had brought in cookies for everybody. Like, I made cookies and I just gave them. And then she was just saying, like, yeah. And her feelings just get hurt so quick. And I'm just like, I had to tell her heart to heart. I was like, listen, I'm like, we are in our 40s. I'm like, let me tell you something. I said, you see the same way I offered you a cookie? I said, I offered it to you because I wanted you to have it. I said, Erica knows what she's doing. When she comes in and brings that fish that she went, she goes fishing with her husband, and she gives that to the management, to my manager, and she gives it to the other quality person. I said, she does that because that's who she wants to have it. I said, if she wanted you to have it, she would have gave it to you. I get accent, but I said, you don't have, I said, to understand is that you don't have to be included in everything that a person does. And some people, they just want to be a part of everything. When I tell you, I'm not like that. No, I've never been one of those people who got offended when people didn't invite me. I only want to be where, shit, you could invite me and I still might not go. But I only want to be where I want to be, like where my vibe kind of tells me to follow. I don't go everywhere, like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't feel like everybody just has to give me something. Like, yo, and this girl, I'm telling you, like 3 weeks ago, like during my last day at work, she kind of pissed me off too. And she just feel like she got to be in on everything. She don't even work with me, but we just have cool conversation. So I had went out, right? And I got gummy bears for like two of my team members because they love gummy bears. You know, when you about to leave a job and you just doing little nice stuff or whatever. So I shared one pack of gummy bears with my other coworker. So I came over, I'm eating my gummy bears. So she just happened to be in an area You looked at my gummy bear bag and see that I had like 4 in it. She's like, "Can I have some?" Typically, a person, if you see that they only got a few left, and I said, "You want?" I just gave them to her. I couldn't even believe that you asked me. It's like, I don't know. She's a really sweet girl. She followed me. I did accept her request on
Record in
Facebook.
Ellis Matter,
My
council
bad.
parties are present, as are the members of our jury and our alternate. Folks, as you may remember, we interrupted the testimony of the plaintiff during her testimony in order to call an out-of-order witness. At this point in time, we're going to suspend the testimony of Mr. Almanzar in order to call a defense witness out of order. So we're going to suspend the plaintiff's case in chief at this point in time. We're going to call a defense witness, and who is that going to be?
Your Honor, it's going to be Tierra now.
All right, thank you.
She there?
If I can please have you stand right next to the court reporter. Right over here. Please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly state that the testimony you may give in the cause now pending before this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Thank you. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Tierra Malcolm. Spell it.
Yes, please.
Tierra Malcolm Malcolm.
Great, thank you. You may take a seat. Please watch your step.
Okay.
What, counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Good morning, Ms.
Morning.
Malcolm. My name is Peter Anderson, and we just have a few questions. I'll try and make it as quick as possible. Where were you working in February of 2018?
Women's care, OBGYN doctor's office.
Thank you. And do you recall an encounter between Cardi B and the woman to my left?
Yes.
Okay. What was your position at the doctor's office in February 2018?
A receptionist, front office.
Okay. And did Cardi B have an appointment that day?
Yes.
Was it a Saturday?
Yes.
Was there, to your knowledge, were there any other offices that were open that day?
No.
And do you remember the time of the appointment?
It was the end of, we purposely closed, so we had early day, maybe between 12 and 1, I'm assuming.
Okay. And what do you mean by purposefully closed?
For Cardi B. We
To maintain-
didn't want anyone there.
To maintain privacy?
Yes.
So, to your knowledge,
Thank you, Trey.
how
I
did you learn
appreciate you.
that there was an encounter between the two?
Well, I was waiting for Cardi B's arrival, and I heard commotion out in the hallway, and there was a door to exit right where I was sitting. So I opened the door and I looked, and I heard and saw the commotion, and that's how I learned that something was going on outside.
Could you please describe for the jury what you heard and saw when you opened the door?
I saw them in the corner, Cardi B's back to the wall, and just a lot of arguing and, just confrontation.
Okay. Do you recall anything that plaintiff, Ms. Ellis, said?
It was just very argumentative as far as, cursing and, just be this, be that. I don't know if I can curse, but.
So we've heard just about everything so far. So
Okay.
It's been one of those trials.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I immediately walked over there and got in between them and was like, whoa, my thing was I'm at work. So the first thing that really came out of my mouth is to Miss Ellis, just as far as, what are you doing? You're at work, go back to your post. And then I don't know how long it was, but I couldn't get her. I just wanted everything to go away. I just was trying to calm everything down, take Cardi B into the office, and let's just And I was trying to go. It was my sister's baby shower, so I was trying, I was trying to get out of there. But I mean, that wasn't on my mind then. But just to calm the situation down and get her into the office.
How did Miss Ellis respond?
I don't even know if she heard what I asked because it was just more of just being upset. And no, I'm not going to do that. And just, them still exchanging words even with me in between.
Yeah. Was Miss Ellis yelling at Cardi B?
I mean, it was pretty loud for me to hear. It was still the same volume from when I can hear them while I was in the office down the hall. So I would say so.
Was Miss Ellis cursing at Cardi B?
There was definitely curse words, yes, on her end.
When you were there, did Miss Ellis attempt to strike Cardi B?
There was hands going while I was in the middle. I know no one landed, or I was, I didn't even realize, I guess because my adrenaline, that I had a mark on my forehead. So besides me getting a scratch, nobody, as far as them two hit each other.
Who scratched you?
Based off of, like I said, I didn't know that I even got scratched until I went into the office, and the nurse was like, "Tiara, your forehead." But I can only assume Cardi B was behind me because that was my main concern.
Objection calls for speculation.
So Cardi B was behind you, and you were facing who?
I was facing Miss Ellis.
And you got hit on your forehead and didn't even
was
realize
like
it at
a
that
scratch.
point.
Yeah,
So
blood.
Just let him finish the question.
Oh, sorry.
And so you got hit, you were facing Miss Ellis, and she was swinging away?
I can say there was definitely, when people talk and like this type of action going on.
Right.
Yeah.
And you were hit on your forehead,
Yeah, like,
which was facing Miss Ellis, correct?
yes.
What happened next?
After, just going back and forth, Dr. Finke came out. Once he came out, I believe after that, I don't even really remember what was said, but I know I continued to take Cardi B into the office, to her exam room, and then I went back to the front.
Okay. Did you witness Dr. Finke try to get Miss Ellis to leave the hallway?
Yes, that's what kind of, since he came out and he was talking to her, that's what kind of distracted her, gave us the opportunity to just go into the office.
Okay. And do you recall anything that he said to her?
I think he was on the same temperature as me. Just, you're at work. Why are you up here? Go back, downstairs. And what are you doing? Type of energy.
Okay. And so you turned around and escorted Cardi B into the doctor's office?
Yes, I followed behind her to go to the exam room.
When you were face to face with Miss Ellis, I take it you could see her face?
Yes.
Did you see any scratches on her face?
No.
Did you see any cuts on her face?
No.
Did you see any blood on her face?
No.
Did you see any injury at all on her face?
No.
Did you see any spit or spittle on her face?
No.
Did anyone spit in that encounter?
Objection calls for speculation.
While you were there, man.
While I was there, no.
Did you hear Miss Ellis yell at Cardi B, and excuse my language, "I will fuck your shit up"?
Something, something along those words.
At any point in time in that confrontation, did Cardi B hit Miss Ellis?
No.
At any point in that confrontation, did Cardi B cut Miss Ellis with Cardi's fingernails
Objection calls for speculation.
while you were there?
Over.
No.
Did you hear Cardi B use the N-word, excuse me, I apologize. Yeah, no, did you hear Cardi B use the N-word? You know what I mean by the N-word?
Yeah. No.
After this encounter and Cardi B had gotten into the doctor's office, at any point after that, did you talk to the building management about what had happened?
Yes. That was a Saturday. So Monday, my supervisor and Dr. Finke wanted to make a report since there was an incident and, you know, the importance of making sure our patients, their privacy isn't compromised. So yeah, they asked me to go downstairs with them or with my supervisor and make a report.
After this incident, did plaintiff call you? Miss Ellis call you?
It was, yes, it was a call transferred to my line. It was her on the other end of the call.
How long after the incident? How long after February 24 of 2018?
Maybe, I can't recall exactly, but at least within, I don't know, 3 months. It wasn't right after, but it wasn't too long after.
Can you tell us what the sum and substance of that conversation was?
I'm just kind of upset about what happened. She got fired. She couldn't believe that happened and wanted, I guess, to see if I can assist in any way since I was there. I pretty much replied as respectful as I could and just said, this is my place of work and I really can't have anything to do with this.
And was there any other thoughts that you had when she told you, did she tell you she was planning on suing Cardi B?
I don't remember word for word, but based off of our conversation, I assumed that was probably going to be one of her steps. But in my mind, I just was kind of shocked that she was calling based off of what took place. I figured, she was at fault, so that was surprising that she would call me.
Okay. Thank you. Those are all the questions I have for you.
Okay.
All right. Questions?
Yes, Chairman, thank you. Thank you all for coming back. Good morning,
Good morning.
Ms. Tiara Malcolm. When Miss Imani Ellis called you several months later and asked you to help her, what is the reason that you chose not to do so?
Well, main reason I didn't feel like she was in the right. I felt like based off of her position, working at the office, everything was handled unprofessionally, and going back and forth. No, she didn't work at our office, but clearly Cardi B was a patient going, she had a purpose at that building where she worked at. So I didn't feel, I don't know what I would help her with. I don't think if I told my truth, it would help her. So.
Were you aware that Miss Ellis was a security guard at your building?
Yes.
Do you understand that the security guard is supposed to go from floor to floor to make sure everything is safe? Are you aware of that?
I don't know the rules.
I'm sorry, what was the objection?
Irrelevant.
Assisting.
Had you ever seen Miss Ellis on other days aside from the date of the incident? And I will represent to you the date of the incident for purposes of all my questions will be February 24th of 2018.
I believe that was the first day I seen her there.
When you saw her, when you got to work, did you see her anywhere in the building?
No.
What time did you get to work?
On a Saturday, maybe around 8.
8 a.m.? And had you ever spoken to Miss Ellis before the date of the incident?
No.
Is there any reason why, when you would go to work at the 8920 building, Wilshire Boulevard building, for how long had you been working there before the date of the incident?
For about
Overall, just a little.
for about 7 years, just about.
And during those 7 years, did you see other security guards in the building?
Actually, all of us.
Assistant.
And when Miss Ellis's attorneys asked you to cooperate and sign a declaration, did you do that?
A form.
Not a form. Did you ever sign a declaration under penalty of perjury on August 26, 2025, which would be yesterday?
A declaration. Sorry, I'm not.
May I approach, Your Honor?
Sure.
Relevance, Your Honor?
Assistant.
Did you give permission to the other side to sign a declaration under penalty of perjury in this case?
Oh, from,
Objection, Your Honor?
Assistant.
Have you ever signed any document related to this incident?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
Assistant.
Did you make any type of formal complaint to the building about this incident?
I'm making this as a form.
Overall.
when my supervisor wanted to make a complaint, since I was there, yeah, that's when I went downstairs with my supervisor.
Okay, who did you make a complaint to?
Douglas Emmett, the property management manager that managed the building.
Okay. And what was your complaint? What did you say?
They just wanted me to tell them what happened and the concern of the privacy of our patients.
Are you a Cardi B fan?
I know her music. I guess I listen to her music. I listen to hip hop.
Okay. And you like her music, right?
Objection, relevance.
Overall.
Yes?
Yeah, she's
Have you-
talented.
All right. Have you ever gone to any of her concerts?
No.
Have you ever, well, I withdraw that. Okay. And for purposes of the visit on Saturday, the doctor's office decided to close to give her a special appearance to see the doctor, correct?
Objection, I meant it.
I withdraw the question. When Cardi B came to the office, the purpose of her coming to your office was to see Dr. Finke for medical care, correct?
Yes.
When you went outside into the hallway, the confrontation that you testified about was already occurring before you got there, correct?
Yes, that's what made me go outside.
All right. Do you know for about how long this confrontation was going on before you made your way outside?
I was sitting there waiting, so as soon as I heard the noise, it wasn't that seconds after was when I heard it, so I don't think it was going on that long.
Okay. Did Cardi B, while you were there, in any way touch Miss Ellis?
No.
Did Miss Ellis in any way touch Cardi B while you were there?
No.
When you got there, were they chest to chest? Were they touching chest to chest?
I couldn't really see Cardi B because she was kind of cornered with her back against the wall. I really just saw Miss Ellis in front of her, and that's what made me rush and get in between them.
Okay. And when you say you saw her back against the wall, how are you able to see her back from where you were standing?
Objection, this characterizes.
Were you assuming that, I withdraw the question, were you assuming that Cardi B's back was up against the wall when you saw that?
No, I'm not assuming I could see it because I literally looked down the hall when I opened the door.
And was Cardi B's back actually touching the wall or was close to the wall?
I don't know if it was touching her. It was close. So I didn't.
And you know that this incident happened 7.5 years ago, correct?
Yes,
And you
that's why I
remember all
don't
these. You
remember if her back was touching or
Right.
inches away, but I know it was very close to the wall.
and it was a very long time ago. So how did you remember all these details? Did you write them down somewhere? Did you record it, or is this just off of memory from 7.5 years ago?
I just remember there's certain things I remember when I was 4. I just remember because it was a confrontation and I was sitting there ready to go because I had to drive all the way to Tarzana. And it was a story that I had to my sister coming back, like, you can't believe why I was late type of story.
Right.
So
And your purpose of coming here is to help Cardi B or help Miss Ellis?
my purpose is to tell the truth.
Of course.
That's my purpose.
And when Miss Ellis or her attorney tried to reach out to you, you refused to speak with them, correct? But when Cardi B's attorneys spoke to you and reached out to you, you talked to them immediately and you signed a declaration for them on the spot, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
When you were there and you got in between the two of them, I want you to think of it like a hamburger bun. You're the hamburger and the two of them are the buns. How did you get in between them? Did you physically push them apart? Did they magically back up from one another? How did you get in between them? How?
Just like you said, it was 7 years ago. So I'm walking upset because of what I'm seeing.
Right.
And that's just how I am when I see, I mean, it's not like I see it all the time, but seeing what was going on, I just immediately, that's just what I did. I didn't really think about, I didn't really have a plan. That's just what I did to try to calm it down.
Okay, and Miss Ellis, who's sitting to my left, you heard her cursing at Cardi B on the date of the incident?
Yes.
You actually heard profanity,
I actually heard profanity.
many different ways.
Yes.
How do you know it wasn't Cardi B that was using the profanity?
They have two different voices.
Was Cardi B using any profanities on the date of the incident?
Yeah, she was upset.
Did she use profanity?
Profanity, yes.
F word.
Curse words.
Bitch, F you, all that, correct?
Yes.
And you don't really know what happened before you got there, correct? You have no way of knowing.
I wasn't there before I got there.
So if there was any physical contact, whether it was spitting, scratching or cutting someone's face, you wouldn't know that because you weren't there during that time period before you got there, correct? Do you understand my question? Let me withdraw it. In the, let's just call it the 40 to 50 seconds while there was a confrontation, I'll give you that estimated time. During the 40 to 50 minutes of seconds when they had their confrontation, you would have no way of knowing what happened during that duration of time because you weren't there. Is that fair?
Yeah, I wasn't there. I only heard.
No, anything could have happened, right?
Objection, false speculation.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah, I wasn't there.
Imani Ellis could have hit Cardi
Okay,
B.
so she wasn't there.
Okay,
So
I withdraw it. When you saw Cardi B that day, you spent time with her, right? In your medical office, correct?
Not a lot of time, but I spent the time from taking her to her exam room, making sure she was okay. And once the last patient was checked in, I was out of there.
Okay. And how long did you spend with her?
Not that long, maybe a minute, if that.
When the patient
You
went
mean
into,
when we went into the, just to make sure you're saying,
no,
when we went into the office, how long did I spend with her? Yeah, maybe,
15 minutes, half an hour?
no. I was still ready to go. Maybe a minute.
Did you notice that she was wearing, Do you notice that she had fingernails? Did you look at her fingernails?
I don't remember that.
Did you notice that Cardi B had long fingernails on the date of the incident?
Objection, this characterizes the evidence and argumentative.
assisting.
Did you see the size of Cardi B's fingernails on the date of the incident?
I don't I don't remember her having or seeing her nails.
And have you ever seen her before? Does she wear long fingernails?
I don't know what she wears.
On the date of the incident, would you agree that because you did not look at her fingernails, you have no idea as to how long the fingernails were on the date of the incident?
Objection.
True?
Calls for speculation, lacks foundation.
Sustained.
When you said that you saw arms flying, you also testified a moment ago that you weren't sure whose arms were flying, correct?
Mischaracterized testimony.
Overruled.
I believe I stated I was facing Miss Ellis. So Cardi B was behind me.
Right.
So I could only see the arms that were flying in front of me. I can't recall. She was behind me, so I think I would have felt something behind me.
Okay. So if Cardi B had taken a swing, you would not be able to see that.
Most likely I would. Oh, sorry.
I'm not talking about feeling. Would you agree that because Cardi B was behind you, if she took a swing without touching your body, you would not be able to see that? True?
Mischaracterizes the testimony and is calls for speculation.
Overruled.
I didn't see her hands flying on the side of me.
I understand that. But again, I would like to know the answer to this question.
What was your question? I'm sorry, I
Of
forgot.
course. So the question is, because you were facing Imani Ellis, you have no idea what Cardi B was doing at that moment, right?
Objection.
So if Cardi B was,
She was pretty much like the back of this chair. That's how close she was to me.
I understand
So
that.
I didn't feel anything or see any hands come from behind me.
understood. But if Cardi B took a swing, because you were not facing her, and you were focusing on Imani Ellis, and you don't have eyes in the
No, I
back of your
didn't see
head,
her hand.
you would not be able to know what she was doing.
Right.
So if she took a swing, you wouldn't be able to know. Fair?
Okay, yeah. Let's see.
As far as what would you characterize the injury to your forehead?
A cut. It was just bleeding a little bit.
It was bleeding.
Yes.
Okay. How did that cut get there? I withdraw the question. Did that scratch or cut or anything get there at the time of this incident?
Yes, it definitely wasn't there before I went outside.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to get into this. There's only three options, and you could add more if you want, but I'm going to give you three. The cut came from you, the cut came from Ellis, or the cut came from Cardi B. Or make up your own. Where did the cut come from? And if you don't know, you can say, I don't know. Do you know?
It definitely didn't come from me.
Okay, so that's out. You got two more.
And
Ellis and Cardi B. Or
Cardi
your own.
was behind me. So the only assumption that I had was it was from Miss Ellis because she was facing me.
Okay. But did you ever see Miss Ellis take her fingers or her hand or any other object and cause damage to your head? Did you ever see that?
I seen hands trying to reach over me. So, like I said, the adrenaline and everything was going so fast. But being that she was in front of me and hands were going like this, that's the only realistic assumption that I can have is that that's why I got cut.
Okay. But you're assuming, correct?
Objection.
I think you're asking here to assume, counsel.
Are you assuming?
Your Honor, objection.
Yeah, why don't we move on?
How do you know that Cardi B's fingernail didn't cut your forehead?
Objection, Your Honor, asked and answered.
Sustained.
She was behind
You
me.
don't need to answer.
Oh, sorry.
Did Dr. Finke see the cut to your forehead?
I believe so. His nurse is the one who pointed it out.
Did you receive any medical treatment for that cut?
No, I just put some alcohol, alcohol
All right. So
swab.
you agree that something physical happened when the three of you were there because you got cut to your face. Is that fair? Something physical happened.
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
If I got cut, I guess so. I don't.
So would you agree that there was a physical fight?
No.
So you just got cut from the air?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
Did Miss Imani Ellis have any fingernails?
I don't remember if she had fingernails.
Was Imani Ellis angry at the time of the incident?
Yes.
Was Cardi B angry at the time of the incident?
Objection, Your Honor.
Assisting.
And back to the hamburger question, did you at any point use your hands to separate the two of them, Imani Ellis and Cardi B?
No.
So did you just squeeze yourself in? How did you get in there?
Asked and answered, Your Honor.
Assisting.
When you had the conversation with Miss Ellis on the phone, did you actually speak with her?
Yes.
You
On the
didn't?
phone. Yes.
And let me ask you, when you were on the telephone, did she tell you anything, Miss Ellis, when she was talking to you that day?
From what I can remember, just being upset about what happened, her no longer being employed there, and I don't remember the word for word.
So she, Miss Ellis was basically asking you to assist her in some way to be her witness, correct? That was the purpose of the call?
Objection, most respectfully, she's
Assisting.
purpose.
Did Miss Ellis's attorney contact you?
I don't remember that.
Did Miss Ellis ever come inside your office at any time between the date of the incident and today?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
Do you know if Miss Ellis spoke with Dr. Finke at any point?
Objection, relevant.
Assisting.
As far as your background, do you have any professional degrees?
I got my AA at West LA College. I'm a real estate agent. That's about it.
And have you ever been convicted of a felony?
No.
And aside from Dr. Finke's office, were you working other places during that time period? Or was that your main job?
That was my main job.
And at this time, you no longer work there, right?
No.
And on the date of the incident, because Cardi B was your patient, you felt that it was necessary to go outside to bring her inside to help her get inside for the medical appointment, correct?
Objection, relevant. Asked and answered.
Assisting.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
All right, you're right.
No, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, any questions from the jury? Oh, you have one? Okay, great. All right, I think these questions are appropriate. Ma'am, when you did you actually close your office to maintain privacy for Cardi B?
Yes.
And when you do that, was it your custom and practice to also notify the building security?
I honestly don't know if that was done or not.
Did you normally do that, or were you? aware of
That wasn't my task. No.
Okay. Do you recall the N-word coming out of Cardi B's mouth?
No.
Can you describe Cardi B's emotional state during and after the incident?
Upset, emotional, worried about the reason why she was there. I don't know if I'm sure. But...
You don't know the details?
No, I don't know if
Oh, in terms of the medical issues? I mean,
yeah.
Testimony is that she was there for a pregnancy checkup.
Yeah, so just concerned about that and being upset about her privacy.
Did you notice whether Miss Ellis had a phone or a camera during the incident?
She had a phone in her hand.
She did have a phone in her hand?
Yes.
All right. Those are the questions that I think are appropriate. Any follow-up from defense?
Oh, no, Your Honor.
All right. For claimant?
Yes, just one follow-up. The day when when you decided to close your office to have a medical appointment, that was a Saturday. Is your medical office usually open on Saturday?
Yes.
And you usually close around 1:30 or 2 or 3 or you go all day?
No, it's half the day. So usually, from what I can remember, the last patient was around noon or 11:45 noon, somewhere around there.
Isn't it true that Cardi B was the last patient of the day?
Yeah, she was the last patient. So we finished our morning and made sure she was the last one.
You were
right there.
I'm sorry. Do you work on Sundays as well?
No.
In the half a day on Saturdays when you're there, were you in charge of closing the office?
Your Honor, this is outside the scope of the questions.
Sustained.
No further questions.
All right. Can this witness be excused?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you for coming down, man.
Thank you.
Subject to recall.
Did you subpoena her?
No.
And I don't think it's subject to recall. All right. All right. Do we want to resume the direct of Ms. Cardi B?
Yes.
All right.
Well, no, he's going to resume the direct. Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were asking. Yeah. Yeah.
So that was a
Yes.
that was a
Yes.
776 cross. So now it's
Yes,
the
yes,
defense.
yes, yes, Your Honor, yes, yes.
We want to resume take the stand now?
Oh, okay. Jesus. We wrong.
I think we're all ready for recess. That's all.
I know.
See Cardi laughing now because she felt like she got a leg to stand on. I don't know what's gonna happen. That
All right. You're reminded you're still under oath?
Yes.
All right. Counsel.
she definitely pregnant too.
He passed the question.
Oh, he did.
Yes.
I apologize. Okay,
See,
then
I was
it is
right.
your turn.
You are.
She happy now.
We already discussed that. He was lodging objections, but you're going to be asking questions? Is that the plan?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Moore is going to be asking the questions,
All right.
and the request is to.
No, we discussed that you can go beyond the scope. Just typically, if it's your witness, you're doing the objections, okay? I'll let it go this time.
Okay.
Go ahead, Ms. Moore.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
She's so
Can you
fidgety.
tell us how you got into the music industry?
Objection relevance?
Overruled.
How I got into the music industry? Well, I became like a social media personality, and I had a manager at the time, and he always noticed that like I will always like do songs my way, like my wording. And I was like, you're really witty and you're really quick. You should try making music. And I was like, all my friends do music. If they make it, I think I'm gonna make it.
Stupid.
If you could just pull the microphone a little bit more towards you or sit one part of there.
Okay. So I was just like, if my friends haven't made it yet, what makes you think I'm gonna make it? And he was like, just try it. No one hurt you to try. So I tried it, and I really enjoyed like listening to like the end results. It's like almost like cooking for me. Like I was like, oh, I'm not sure if I could cook, but I like the end results. Like I did pretty good. And that's how I got into music.
Were you doing any television?
Yes. Well, not when he suggested that like you should try to do music.
But later, were you doing any television?
Yes.
What type of TV? show?
Reality TV.
Reality. What show was it?
Love and hip hop.
Love and Hip Hop. Where? Love and Hip Hop.
Objection, relevance.
Overruled, but please move it along.
When did you release your first mixtape?
What do you mean?
And so I'll give you some background, but it needs to be a little bit more
Sure.
excited.
Sure. I'll cut to the chase. Hardy, do you have a record deal
Thank you, Detroit.
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
with who?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Atlantic Records.
Do you have any platinum certified songs?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Yes.
Do you have any Grammy awards?
Objection, relevance.
Overruled.
Can he
You
stop?
asked her about her siblings. You asked her about her
I'll
birthday.
move on,
You asked
Happy-
a number
happy to
of
move on.
questions.
Sure. Happy to move on.
So,
Happy, Your Honor. Thank you.
all right.
Hardy, why did you want to keep your pregnancy a secret?
I wanted to keep my pregnancy a secret because I just had a hit record. I haven't had my album out. And everybody that I worked with, they were very scared. You know, like I finally made it. And like people that like been in the industry also for like a while, it was like, I don't know if anybody a female rapper has ever came out pregnant on their freshman year without an album, just 1 or 2, 3 records. So I was very nervous. I was also kind of like, even though I was on TV, when I first had my first big record, Bodak Yellow, I was really like getting used to big fame, bigger stages and stuff. So I was just so worried about and overwhelmed with what everybody was like saying and thinking, and I felt like I was just letting a lot of people down. But
And when you were face to face with Mrs. Ellis,
Mhm.
did you ever threaten to get her fired?
no,
And I want to be very, very clear. Did you ever spit on Mrs. Ellis?
no,
Did you ever call Miss Ellis the N-word? Apologies.
no.
Cardi, where were you living in 2018?
In 2018, I was living in between New Jersey and Atlanta.
Where were your regular OBGYN doctors?
Objection, relevance.
Sustained.
Why were you in LA the week of February 24th?
I was doing NBA All-Star Weekend, and I just had like a whole bunch of promotional things to do out here in California.
Was part of your work, did you have to attend an NBA game?
Yes.
Yesterday, plaintiff's counsel asked you some questions about your hair. Do you recall that?
Yes.
And And one of the questions he asked you was, on the date of the incident, did you have black hair, blonde hair, or different color hair? Do you remember him asking you that?
Yes.
Do you remember how you responded?
I don't know. I really don't remember what color hair I had.
Your Honor, I'd like to show the witness some photographs, please.
Can you identify?
Can you show them to council first
Of course.
and provide a copy?
Yes, I have one for you right now.
Are they pre-marked? Are they pre-marked?
No, I think it's for refresh your memory. I think.
Yes.
You want to just identify the next in order?
Yes, that's fine, Your Honor, thank you, which I think is,
Two
And
thirty.
this is a photograph of who?
I'm sorry, counsel, it's her direction. She can identify it for the record.
Thank you, Your Honor.
232.
Are you going to put this in front of you? Cardi, can you please look at this photograph and tell me, do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is this photograph?
That is me out here in LA at a All-Star Weekend NBA game.
And does this picture refresh your recollection about what your hair color was that week?
Yes.
What color was it?
I'll say like a ashy, dirty blonde.
Can you see your nails in that photo?
Yes.
And were you wearing acrylic nails or some other type?
Acrylic.
And I think you testified yesterday that acrylic nails can last you up to 2 weeks. Is that right?
Yes.
Are those the nails you had the entire time you were in LA?
Yes.
How would you describe those nails looking at them in the photo?
I'll say to my taste, they're like kind of short. They're square, they boxy. They have like stones, flat rhinestones in the middle. They orangey.
I'm sorry, did you say the flat rhinestones were in the middle?
Yeah.
And how long would you estimate I know you said you feel like they were short, but could you estimate how long you feel like they were?
Like an inch, maybe less. An inch or so.
And what shape are they?
They like coffin square.
Are those the nails you were wearing on the date of the incident?
Yes.
Your Honor, I'd like to move this into evidence and publish it for the jury.
Any objection?
No.
Go ahead.
Cardi, do you remember, did you get your nails done before you came to LA or after?
It's most likely before LA.
But they were the same nails the whole time you were here.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I have no more questions for this witness, Your Honor.
All right, redirect.
So the photograph that we're looking at there, what date was the photograph taken?
I'm not sure the date, but I know it was that weekend of All Stars and stuff.
And what time of day did this photograph, what time of day was it taken? Was it morning, afternoon, evening?
Overruled.
It had to be like around like a 6 p.m. like whatever time like games start. It really depends. Like that week, it was just I'm not sure, but it wasn't like a night. It was like probably in the afternoon or something.
And when you go out at night, do you change your clothing and fix yourself up to prepare for the evening?
objection.
Sustained.
Were you dress this exact way when you saw Dr. Finke on the date of the incident?
No.
So you changed your clothing completely different than this, correct?
Yes.
Could you have also changed your nails?
Objection, cultural speculation.
Overruled.
No. It's not that easy to change acrylic nails.
But you told us before that it would take about 2 hours to do that, correct?
Yes. But I know for a fact, I mean, if you could track down that whole week, I had these nails on for sure.
Your Honor, I would want to zoom in the photograph just to show the nails better than what we can see.
Can we do that?
With the focus on the left hand or right hand.
Well, that works.
That's wonderful. Thank you. So if we look at that, that's your right hand, correct?
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes.
And if you wanted to scratch someone with those nails and cause them to have a cut to their face, you could do it with those nails, can't you?
Assisting.
The nails that we see in this photograph, are they sharp in your opinion?
Objection, Your Honor.
Overruled. Well, it's referring to the photograph now.
No, they are not sharp at all. Those are not sharp nails.
Now, you heard a witness, Tiara Malcolm, a few
Yes.
moments ago in the last 15, 20 minutes. She testified that she also had a cut to her face. Do you remember hearing that in court?
Yes.
So how did she get the cut on her face? If you know, how do you, if you know?
It wouldn't be for me.
Is it possible that when you were reaching over, you cut her face?
Objection.
Assisting.
And the rhinestones that you see there, you consider those to be flat?
Yes.
And you considered yourself to be a freshman in 2018. Does that mean you just started your career in music and rapping and all that?
Yes.
So before 2018, you were not a rapper?
I was.
Overruled.
When did you first start?
I first started rapping in 2016, but I became a superstar for rapping in 2017.
Okay.
So just being blessed in. So
All right.
Freshman.
And why was it, aside from what you've told us, that you feel being a freshman and being pregnant, the two didn't match? Was there any other reason aside from that you wanted to keep your pregnancy a secret?
Objection, Mr. President.
Assisting.
Earlier, you testified that when you went to the doctor's office on the date of the incident, you wanted to keep your pregnancy a secret, correct?
yes.
And the reason you wanted to keep it a secret was because you were a rapper, correct?
Objection, Mr. President. Testimony argumentative.
Assisting.
Why did you want to keep your pregnancy a secret?
Objection, yes, and answer.
Overruled.
My career. I didn't tell my parents yet. I was just very overwhelmed.
And when you thought that your secret was being violated, it made you angry, correct?
Objection, argumentative, Mr. President. Testimony, last examination.
Overruled.
Okay.
Yes, I feel like my privacy was completely being violated. I wouldn't want to be anything that had to do with my medical records or anything. Even if I do cosmetic surgery, I don't want people to be in anything that has to do with medical in your business. It's just especially something that is so sacred as your pregnancy is yours.
And you would do anything to protect that privacy, correct?
Objection, Your Honor.
Sustained.
And aside from your assumption that you were being recorded by Miss Imani Ellis, was there any other assumptions that you had at the time of the incident?
Objection, argumentative. This characterizes the testimony.
Sustained.
You had a belief, a state of mind, that Imani Ellis was recording you at the time of the incident, correct?
Objection, outside the scope of redirect. We had
Sustained.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right. Any redirects?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Any questions from the jury? I'm not seeing any hands. All right. You can step down then. All right. I think we're not gonna have another witness before lunch, or I'm sorry, does plaintiff have another witness for after lunch?
We do not, Your Honor.
All right. Does plaintiff rest?
No, Your Honor.
Well, are you gonna have a witness after lunch?
I would like to discuss this outside the presence of the jury.
All right. Okay, folks, we're gonna take our lunch break now. We're gonna resume back at 1:30. In the meantime, please don't discuss the case with anyone, including other jurors. Don't form any opinions or do any research. We'll see you at 1:30.
So we'll see. So that's pretty much the end of Cardi B's testimony, right? I'm over here packing up my dishes and stuff. The pain is hitting her. Y'all seeing the face. Oh, it look like that belly is definitely preggo. Thank you again to The Truth for that super chat. She told me you me stupid. Yeah. So listen, y'all, I think that's a wrap on Cardi B's testimony. Even in their testimonials, they mad phony, yo. Mad phony. So I feel like I'm gonna be completely transparent with you. I do feel like this girl's gonna lose this lawsuit. I do, because I do feel like that medical worker, Miss Malcolm, Tatiana, whatever her name was.
Basically, he was supposed to have his witnesses lined up for this afternoon to call them out of order. I explained to him and the court this morning that I have 3 witnesses, which are Dr. Azizulai, Ms. Parsi, and Michael Shoke, and they are unavailable for today, and we wanted to call them out of order, requesting that the court allow them to testify on Tuesday.
Okay, well, I would give me draft for proof with respect to whether or not their testimony is relevant to anything.
Yes, Your Honor. So may I do that now?
Well, I thought you said you didn't know what they were going to say.
I spoke to them
When?
during the break.
Okay. And what are they going to say?
So Dr. Azizulahi is going to say that he had been advised there's a disturbance in the building. His assistant, Ms. Parsi, went upstairs to the 5th floor. He did not go to the 5th floor. Michael Shoke was on the 5th floor as well.
Okay, let's start. Keep with the doctor. So what's he going to say?
Doctor is going to say that there was a disturbance in the building,
Okay, that's undisputed.
and that's it for him.
Okay, so we don't need him, right?
No.
Okay, so what's the next witness?
Ms. Parsi is his assistant, went
Okay.
upstairs to find out what was going on and witnessed the confrontation between the 3 individuals the 2 individuals and the person that intervened, Ms. Malcolm.
So she's going to testify as to what she saw, which includes the disturbance and.
Only,
Go ahead.
I'm sorry, only what she saw, and it could go to the scratch on Ms. Malcolm's head. We can gain some information how that came about. I didn't discuss that with her, however, she was present during that piece. And Michael Shoke was a patient that was on the 5th floor walking in the hallway, and he's a witness to the entire confrontation.
And so let's go back to when you identified these people.
They've been on the witness list for many months now. I'm not sure if it was the 2024 one, however, definitely in July, it was there. I can check my records. They've known about this, and it's the same issue that they had, that we had.
And so when did you learn of Mr. Schultz?
We learned of it when an investigator did investigation several months ago, at least several months ago, and found out that he was an actual witness, an eyewitness to the incident. Your Honor, the only witness list that I have is from July 25th of 2025. He's been on this witness list.
He's not on that one.
Yes, he is, Your Honor. I have a copy for the court.
Oh, okay. I see him.
Yeah.
Mike Shaw.
Michael Shaw, Aziz Olahi, and Parsi are all on that one. Mr. Lamb and I had a conversation about this at length. We created this list together. He told me his witnesses. I told him my witnesses. He signed this. They've never objected to it one time till recently. And the only reason they've objected is to, I'm not clear why they want to do it. It seems to be very one-sided that they can exclude our witnesses, but we can't exclude theirs. So I would ask the court not to exclude ours, since the court has not excluded theirs.
All right, and what's Mr. Schultz going to testify to?
Mr. Shok is going to testify that he was a patient at a different doctor's office on the 5th floor, and he was walking in the hallway to go to the bathroom, and he saw the incident himself with his own eyes.
All right, for the defense.
First, Your Honor, just so the record is clear, counsel did say that he could not continue with witnesses today. He did mention something about taking people out of order. I have told him that I don't think he has that right, and earlier today I mentioned that taking witnesses, defense taking witnesses out of order is not the same thing as the plaintiff being unable to proceed with witnesses at the time of trial. As the court knows, trial was continued several times. The 2024 witness list jointly filed does not have any of these people. These people were first listed, if memory serves, in the July 2025 witness list, and we did object, but that ruling, that has never been heard by the court at this point. They were first identified in July 2025. We were not told what their potential testimony would be. We were told that Dr. Aziz Olahi.
Well, he's not testifying because he doesn't have anything to add.
Right, and the other ones, we were told there's one that was a receptionist and Shaw, a guest. So we were not given any substance at all. At no point did they disclose that, and counsel was unable to disclose it this morning, and now he's making certain representations. The fact of the matter is, and I should also say that we are ready to proceed. We got 2 more witnesses, Dr. Rosenberg, who's the designated expert, and Dr. Finke. And we want to get this trial done. We're ready to go.
Okay,
May I respond one thing, Your Honor, please?
go ahead.
So in form interrogatory responses, back in 2022, the same way that the defendant responded and said there's 2 individuals who are witnesses, that is the same way that plaintiff responded. It's the same thing. And it's attached to plaintiff's opposition to defendant's request to produce witnesses at trial. It was filed with the court yesterday or the day before, and it has all of the discovery. I'm sorry, actually, no. This one has the discovered defendant, but I do have the discovered the plaintiff. It was used in this case by the opposing side. They knew that we had these witnesses that we didn't know their names. And the 2024 expert designation was not real because we had agreed to put the trial around this time, and I don't really remember doing anything with the witness list. That may be a list that they created and they filed. I definitely don't remember signing that. I don't think my signature would be on that document. So if they prepared something and filed it, I was not part of it. They just decided to file it on their own.
I was just going to say, what I think counsel is saying is that he did not identify any of these three people back in 2024. He's now contesting,
2022.
or, well, no, I'm talking about the joint witness list. On
I
2020,
think I understand, and so I think here's the issue: is it certainly would have been appropriate for both parties to have done the investigation at the outset of the case to identify who these witnesses were. That didn't happen. It sounds as though both sides engaged in investigative work after discovery was closed and identified new witnesses. I'm going to take plaintiff's counsel's representations at face value, and that they were recently identified. These witnesses were on the July 25 joint trial witness list. To the extent that they were identified, the people were identified after discovery was closed. I think it's appropriate that they be allowed to testify. But it's going to be on a short leash. And I indicated during the pre-trial conference that I am relatively liberal in the interest of expediting the process of the case to call witnesses out of order. And so we'll suspend plaintiff's case now. We'll start the defense case, but your witnesses need to be here Tuesday morning or they're not testifying.
I understand, Your Honor. Will defense be, they didn't give me 24 hours notice, it's fine, I'm not that picky. My question is, will Dr. Rosenberg and Dr. Finke be testifying this afternoon, so at least during the lunch hour I can do some preparation?
Your Honor,
Yes.
I got two voicemail messages which we can play, which were not particularly coherent from counsel, that said that he doesn't have witnesses.
Okay, I've already ruled on that. So
Yeah, no.
do you have witnesses for this afternoon?
Yes, and I advised him as soon as he told.
I'm not disputing the 24-hour notice.
Please
I
stop
will-
interrupting.
Sorry, I was going to respond to the 24-hour notice. We did, in fact, tell
Okay.
him as soon as he
Just
said
answer the
that.
question. Do you have witnesses for the afternoon?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. We'll see you then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yeah, so I think it's a wrap for Cardi for today. What was they saying that they about to bring some other people? Oh, I need to check to see. Hold on a second. Let me look up the Goodwill. Let me call them real quick. I think Cardi is a wrap. Judge looks like a Family Guy.
Thank you for calling Goodwill.
Hi, is there a way you could transfer me to the donation center? I had a question about like donations, or if you're able to help me.
Well, this is the assistant manager you're speaking with.
Okay, so I had a question. So I'm getting ready to move like in a few days, and I'm trying to sell my stove, but I wanted to know, do you accept stoves there?
No, sir, we didn't.
Oh, okay. All right. I just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Okay, totally fine.
Thank
Yes,
you.
sir.
Bye. Damn, so they don't accept it. Yeah, I need to post that in my neighborhood app today then. Let me see if this app is now working. So listen, that's the end on Cardi's testimony. Hey yo, do we look like the guy from Family Guy? Yeah. So listen, yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I got some loose ends I need to tie up today. So I might do a video later. I should be doing a video later. So just be on the lookout for that. But I hope y'all all have a blessed day, and I will holler at y'all later. Peace.